She finally did it. Kelly Law is a champion. After numerous tries and disappointments, Law wowed them in Prince George and achieved her dream of becoming Canadian champion. And then she joined Greg McCauley, made it a Canadian double at the Worlds. Now she'll try to join McCauley in another championship. It is time to lay down the law at the Skins. At the JVC qualifier in Winnipeg, Calgary's Bryden faced Kelowna's Kelly Scott for the Skins berth. Bryden broke it open. She scored 5 in the 8th, and she's in Regina too. In this afternoon's semi-final, defending champion Sheri Anderson against Shannon Brink. She won $11,000, and now she has a chance to defend. What a great idea. The Sask Power Festival of Lights here in Wascana Park, Regina. Hi everybody, welcome back to our continuing coverage of this JVC TSN Women's Skins game. Can't get any better than this. Burl Ives on the stereo and wonderful light display here in Wascana Park. There are some 200 different displays in about 15 themes, of which 90 are animated. If you're in Regina this time of year, don't miss it. It's 2 kilometers long. Coming up in our second semi-final, the reigning Canadian and women's world curling champion, Kelly Law from BC, who goes against the qualifier for this year's event, and that's Calgary's Grinnell Bryden. As we go inside the Tartan Curling Club, Linda and Ray, and I've got more to see before I go in.
He just loves to get behind the wheel of a car, doesn't he, Linda?
He sure
and
does.
Vic, Santa's asking you for the intern, Linda, this should be another very interesting game. Grinnell Bryden, of course, got here qualifying through the JVC Skins qualifier in Winnipeg. She actually beat Kelly Law in the A-side final to qualify. Kelly then went on to qualify herself and played Elizabeth Gustafson in the final. And because neither one of those two teams could cover, Elizabeth couldn't come and Kelly was already coming. Grinnell Bryden played young Kelly Scott, a team you know very well, and won her way here. So it's a very strong team, a good team, and this should be an interesting match because we all know what a year BC has had.
Oh, gee, I wasn't going to mention anything about that. Get Kelly Law really on a terrific tear as well. But you look at the matchups on these teams, and we talk about Skins players. We've already seen a semifinal and seen all the Ruxin play. So where is the pivotal position for these teams? It seems to always come down to the thirds. The setup players are the leads and seconds. The thirds have to finish it off for the skips. Julie Skinner was MVP at the Scots. Susan O'Connor coming off a Canadian mixed victory in January. So 2 terrific thirds, and they really will be the ones that have to finish it off, set it up for the skips, because we've got a lot of cash out there today.
The Saskatchewan legislature is all dressed up for the holidays. We're in Regina for this JVC TSN Women's Skins game.
The 2000 JVC TSN Women's Skins game from Regina, Saskatchewan is brought to you by JVC. Excite your senses. Your Husky and Mohawk ethanol, gasoline, and fuel retailers. Gyah. It's about time everyone had a well-made car. Microsoft eSolutions. Where you get your ideas is your business. Helping you make them work is ours. And Robin's Donuts. Still rockin' after all these years.
It is a cold evening as we look at Victoria Street in downtown Regina. Before the first semi-final, the 4 skips held a draw to the button to rank the teams, to seed the teams 1 through 4 in order to determine last rock and hammer, and also win the first bit of money, $1,000 for the draw to the button, and it is Grinnell Bryden out of the Calgary Curling Club and her team of Susan O'Connor, Sandra Jenkins, and Shannon Matthias, as she picks up the first money, the $1,000, as she's just that far from the pin. We've already handed out money in our first semi-final. The defending champion, Sheri Anderson, advances, winning $11,000. Shannon Brink and her team take home $8,500. And now it's Bryden against Law to see who will go through to Sunday's final and face Sheri Anderson. And we'll play. When we come back, we're at the Tartan Club in Regina.
I made her do that in the washroom.
As always at the Skins game, just one sheet in play. Time to read the ice with Ray, and it's brought to you by Gyah.
Fredericton this week, Regina, the little man, is here, Shorty Jenkins. And when he's here, it curls. Let's talk about it. Around the center guard, you're going to have about 2.5 to 3 feet of curl with both turns. Coming with both turns, it'll change a little bit as the game progresses. Around that corner guard, the inside out, about 4 feet of curl. Now, when you come from the outside around that guard, maybe a little bit more. On the one side of the sheet, it'll hold, and then break late, and you'll get probably 3.5 to 4 feet of curl. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this ice surface, because Shorty has mentioned to me on this side of the sheet right here, there's a hot spot. And that means underneath the ice surface, it's a little warmer. It gets to about 26 degrees under there. So in the later part of the game, you may see a lot of big curl. Make sure you have rotation and a little bit of fudging that area. All the curlers are aware of it, but it's a little bit warmer on the side of the sheet coming home with that intern.
The Canadian and world champions, Diane Nelson, Georgina Wheatcroft, Julie Skinner, and their skip Kelly Law from the Royal City Curling Club in New Westminster, BC, go against Shannon Matthias, Sandra Jenkins, Susan O'Connor, and from the Calgary Curling Club, Grinnell Bryden. And Bryden, with the draw to the button, has the hammer, and so she will play the Blue Stones, needing to score 2 for the opening skin, worth $1,500.
Well, Linda, we don't really know what to expect because we have never seen either one of these two teams play the skins format before, and in talking to them, I don't think they have played it very much. The case this afternoon, we've seen Shannon Brink play the skins before, and we've seen obviously Sheri Anderson, who won that game this afternoon, but also won a lot of money last year, so we knew she could play it. So we really don't know what to expect with these two teams, and it'll be interesting to see how aggressive they are. A good opening break for Grinnell Bryden. She gets a corner guard without
Baby.
That's good, Shannon.
having to throw it up herself.
Well, I was talking to the teams, and of course we talk about game plans, how to plan out with the skins format, the way to get the skin. And as we saw in the first semi-final, what really it does come down to is execution. You can plan the best end you want, but you still have to make the shots. And if somebody makes a great shot against you, you never know. So here we go. First rock did overcurl a little bit, so they'll try to play a freeze to the one that's in the house. Grinnell Bryden throwing the blue stones, has the hammer, so she'll need 2 or more points to get the skin. Without the hammer, you have to steal. If you take 1 point with the hammer or you blank, the cash carries over. If you do blank, well, you lose the hammer anyways. You have to play fairly quickly. You only get 70 minutes and 3 one-minute timeouts.
Okay, we got all room.
2 weight's good.
Your line's good. Yep, bite 12. Yep, line's great.
Tight.
Shannon Matthias.
Bite 12. Yep, hard, 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 hard. Hurry, hurry.
Oh, good rushing. They sneak it by that corner.
It's bumping,
Actually,
bumping.
maybe we'll triangle.
Well, going to the wings, that block is really curling, Linda. That
Still get to here.
went about 4 feet for sure. Kelly looking for the angle draw from Georgina Wheatcroft. Looking pretty sleek, that Georgina. Greyhound.
Line's good.
Of course, the champions from last year's Nationals are federally carded athletes and are on a very strict training program, and these girls on the law team have been working very hard over the summer and into the fall.
Whoa. Yep.
Well, they're there for that Olympic trial. trials that'll be held here in Regina, actually, in December of next year. And so they're one of the teams that
Normally we'd go open
will be
side.
there.
It
So
doesn't look like it's lined
What do you
up
like?
Doesn't look like they have anything. We could go there.
Well, they have this,
All right.
but you can't go here. You like this?
Yep. 14, right?
I think I'd play to the open side of this shot for sure, and then the other side is setting up pretty well. Set up pretty well for you. The rocks are overlapped, so you're gonna have a hard time freezing to that one. So spread it out.
Hurry.
Try and force the play to the other side if you can.
Halfway.
It doesn't look healthy right now for the
Gotta go
BC
for tight.
foursome.
Okay.
Light from the get-go.
Yep. Okay.
Same weight, George.
Same weight.
Georgina, also two-time BC mixed champion.
How's the weight?
What'd you get? Yep. Go hard.
Yep.
Hurry hard.
Where's the weight?
We're there. Start in a bit.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yep. Yep.
Get a bump if you can. Get a bump. Oh.
Boy, I tell you, that is going. That's going much more than it was. Mine didn't see a lot of outturns that way this afternoon.
No.
Most of the play was on the intern going down
Going
there,
for a bump?
the right-handed curler. But
Why do we have to do something? What do we see?
Actually, no, I like where that blue one is. We'll go here.
Yeah.
Sandra, if you're here,
Yeah.
that's fine.
He really is curling, and of course, we often see play at a national championship, for example, change the ice as the day progresses because the
Yeah,
lights are
line.
on longer. The
Line's good.
ice
This looks
crew
good.
doesn't have
Hard
very
line.
long between draws to prepare
our
the
weight
ice.
line?
Yes.
So it certainly will have to keep an
We're on
eye on.
this.
It's really going, especially in the middle.
By.
And they're even struggling a bit with the speed of the shots.
yeah, these are just going like crazy.
The ice times are brought to you by Robin's Donuts.
Well, based on what we saw before, takeouts 9.5 seconds between the hog lines, hack weight is 12 seconds, draw 14 to 14.5, and guard 15.5. But we will keep track of that. If it starts to get swingy, it may pull some of the speed off the stone as well.
Try that.
Yep, yep.
I think you got to play the intern. Yeah, you do have to play the intern here. I don't think that outturn is swinging across so much you can't get to. We saw a lot of interns on this side, and they were running a little bit straighter than the other side of the ice. So we'll watch this one closely.
Hurry!
Hard.
Get it. Put the broom over here. Hurry!
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Lots of weight. Too heavy. Okay,
Well,
Julie.
they're caught twixt in between, needed the brushing to get by the guard, and the stone winds up out the back.
Take over here. Yeah.
Would have been
Going
better probably
sideways.
to rub the guard than
We'll do
a
that.
little bit anyways and try and get something out of that.
Well, you mentioned Susan O'Connor.
Line's good.
We watched her win that
Yeah,
Canadian
that's
Mixed
good.
Championship last year with
Yep,
Kevin
yep,
Cooey.
Yep, hard,
Kevin now
hard,
is
hard, hard.
in Alberta and curling there, and Susan this year eliminated from
You threw that nice, Sue.
the mixed.
Little light.
Well, no, he's a good weight. Yep.
Well, one more look at this outturn. We're taking almost the edge of the 12-foot.
Yes, hurry hard. Hurry hard!
Here it goes.
Hard! Hurry hard!
Diane Nelson closest to the stone. Out in front, it's Georgina Wheatcroft, and no chance at all.
It's definitely swinging more, Linda,
That's the right
this
way.
evening than it did this
I don't know if you can
afternoon.
get there.
That was very drastic, actually. I don't know if Shorty is checking some of the dials and things out there, but I'd say it's either getting soft or something is going on with the plant that he's struggling with.
Have you
Fair
tried the
line,
time on
I
it?
have, but we've seen one go
Got
through and
room.
one rack on
Yeah.
the guard, so I'm not getting a good time for the draw.
Line's great.
Hard.
Yeah, real hard. Real hard, real hard, real hard.
Hard, guys, hard.
No.
Look at this.
This one was light.
Whoa.
That one was just light. That would have good line.
Sorry. Okay.
Grinnell Bryden throwing blue, needs 2.
I know.
Has the hammer, and Kelly Law is looking to steal for the skin.
Well, I think so, because we'll be out in the white as long as I'm on the ground. Okay. I don't know if that's enough for the top.
Now, sometimes you talk, Ray, about the ice maybe being different in the colored part, but this just seems to be more swing right across the sheet.
Tap,
Yeah, it's not, you're right. Sometimes we see that the shaded area, flattens out a little earlier and to get the movement.
You know what I mean?
Just
Maybe
playing to
we'll
tap
hang a
this
bit.
one back, I think, Linda, into this area here, if she can.
It's about a 5, eh?
Here you're talking about the weight.
Okay.
Now, with a little extra weight that she'll need for the raise or the tap back, we'll see how this runs.
Line's good.
Line's good.
Skip Stones in this
Trim.
first, and the skin is worth $1,500.
Where? Lots. Whoa, then. Whoa. 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 Yep. Yep.
Tap it back,
Yep,
little
yep.
rub,
Hurry, 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 hurry. Nice shot,
and
Kelly.
she shot Stone. That's enough to possibly get the steal.
Really a nice call by Julie.
Nice
She
shot.
could see that it was going to be a little heavy, so she actually called it to play the tick.
This way or that way, though, because otherwise I won't have a last one. Yeah.
Small things like that, Luke, can really make a difference in a game. You
That
know, we
was
saw some this afternoon. That
That's right. Yeah, Kelly was just a little bit strong, and Julie called the good wick. Now it looks pretty messy for Grinnell, and I think she's going to try and open things up.
I think it's going to run with weight.
There's a chance for the run back.
It should. Okay. Well, I don't know. Everything's moving more now than it was in practice. I know.
How much of a guessing game is it then, Linda, at this point? I mean, she wants to throw the up weight. She's not even sure if, in fact, she can throw enough weight to get through the curl.
Well, she has no idea at this point how much it will curl, so she's hoping with up weight it runs straight.
No.
No. Off.
Close.
No.
Whoa.
No.
Curl.
Run it back and runs it by.
she wasn't far away, was she? Well, she's going to play the guard.
Should be good.
Nice to have a big stone like that, just to guard that hole up. Yeah.
Block the hole very nicely.
But it won't be easy, it would seem to me, to put it up.
No, when it's swinging like this, you have to hope that you got a read on it a little bit, and it finishes at the end.
In position to steal the opening skid. Kelly Law, her final stone.
Line's good. Break fine.
Line's
Gonna
fine.
over curl. Gonna over curl. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Taking off.
Yep.
Julie's trying to bounce it off something else.
Hurry! Whoa. Yep. Yes! Hurry hard.
Little
You have
rub
to throw.
right there. How's
Good shot,
that?
Kelly.
Pretty
call,
fortunate.
Julie.
Good call by Julie again. That's
Yeah.
2 in a row.
Just started walking. It goes. Good call.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. I think I got out on that, eh?
Yeah, maybe just over at the end of it, eh? I should have had them on a little earlier.
What?
Weight the same as... Washington. Need to bump at 6 feet.
Okay.
Weight the same as practice.
What's she playing?
I think she's coming through the hole and tapping, but we talk about how difficult it is to
Wow.
read the amount of curl. This is a very tough shot.
That's an
I
understatement.
know. Yeah, there is no word to describe how difficult this is.
Yep.
No. I got weight.
Where? Whoa.
No.
Whoa. Close.
Right off.
Yes.
Close.
She's
Yes.
close.
Shannon Madheis now, Sandra Jenkins, it's all up to them. If they can sneak it by that center guard, that's by. Now the next one, it's by.
Oh, what a great
shot.
That is unbelievable.
She skinnied both of them. Here, look at this, by this one. Now, will it curl enough? It does. And there's a little bump, and that's the 2, and that's your $1,500. And she worked for every penny.
I forgot about these 3-minute things.
What a shot it was. The key shot of that first is brought to you by Husky.
Well, Vic, you really need a flashlight, a compass, and a road map to make this shot. I mean, look at it, Lou.
Well, when you look at the little tiny port between the two white rocks, not only do they not really know how much it'll curl because the ice has changed from practice, but she has to just get by both guards in order to make contact with the one in the house. And then, if she really wants the skin, the weight has to be enough to push this one to the back of the house. Well, we made it sound so tough, but look at this. It doesn't look that tough. By one, by the other, and there you go.
And that shot gets her the skin of $1,500 in the first. So Renell Bryden is on the board. And as we go to the second now, we'll play for another $1,500. It will be Kelly Law who has the hammer. She'll look to score the 2.
The line's good.
In other words, it was just a great shot, and as you mentioned, Linda, she had to guess a little bit on the ice because she was throwing like hack weight at it, and they really, had no idea what it was going to do there. Obviously, they knew it would curl big time, and she threw it perfectly. I mean, it just wound its way through there, honestly.
That's good for losing line. That's good.
So that was the first skin, the $1,500 on the board, but what a confidence boost as well for Renell playing in her first skins game.
Well, interesting call by Renell. She called it into the rings. That's where she got it. It curled a little bit more than she wanted it. She wanted it on the center line, but Kelly Law putting up the corner guard. And then we'll take a look at what Renell does.
Gliding still.
Shot day.
Curling off the planet.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Down.
Sit.
Shot die.
Shot. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Sorry.
I hate when that happens.
Shannon Madheis.
Your line's good.
It's less.
Nice
tight.
and tight.
Tight
22
guard is
feet.
what was asked for.
Actually, you're gonna have to pull this along.
Yeah, we're
Shannon's originally from
Right here.
Saskatchewan, as
You gotta go.
Right here.
is Renell Bryden.
Here it's starting.
Regina was her home.
Yep, nice and tight. Nice and tight. Go quick.
Now living in Calgary.
Go quick. That's good. I should have given less. Well,
Just control.
Okay, die. Right out.
The world champion with last rock needs to get 2 for the skin. Diane Nelson with her outturn.
Weight's good. Lean. Whoa. Whoa. Weight's good. Whoa. Other way. Yep. Yep.
One thing we did see in the first semifinal is with weight,
shot die.
that particular spot on the edge of the forefoot will run quite straight, and that maintained its consistency.
Normal?
yeah.
9?
Yeah.
This intern curled big time this afternoon. See
Yep.
what it does here.
Yep, yep, hard.
Sandra
Hard.
Jenkins.
Quick, all the way down. Actually, whoa, whoa. Oh, sorry, I could have kept you going.
You like the intern?
Yep. We can get there.
This is good too.
Okay.
We can get there, yeah.
This is the spot we talked about in the Reading the Ice segment where it was a little bit, mind you, we've seen it all over the sheet so far today.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit warmer out there underneath. There's, as Shorty mentioned, there's a
That's
kind of
the
a hot
way.
spot.
Got it.
Got the weight.
Lots of line.
Ton of room.
We're there.
This was curling
Whoa,
a lot this afternoon, but
tons.
Right off.
We saw that Georgina had won 2 world championships, the other, of course, in '87 with Pat Sanders from BC.
Okay. Holy.
just too much weight.
I have known Sandra a long time. She played in the '82 and the '83 Scott.
Your line's good.
Prior to some people seeing her play with Shannon Brink in '93.
Let it bend.
It's only good if it's got good weight.
83 Scott winner.
Yeah.
Penny LaRock.
Yes, the line.
Kelly and the team have been in the area for a lot of days, Linda. They came here to curl in the Regina Spiel, and they just stayed over, so they wanted to say hi and thank you to all their husbands. And I suggested that and said I would pass on the fact that when they do get home, that the husbands don't have to do another thing all year.
Big difference in splits.
Well, in fact, both teams have been in the area for this time, and Grinnell Bryden lost the final of that Sask Power. Sandra Schmerler Bonspiel last weekend. Sheri Madaw winning it. Bryden won $9,000. But that money for Madaw was enough to give her the JVC Tour title.
Hard, guys, hard. Hurry. Quick. Right around, hard. Keep going. Good shot. Good sweep.
Susan O'Connor. And Bryden is lying 2.
Open it.
Needing 1 to steal.
Yeah. Might get this, clip it on the way by.
Normal?
Well, we talk about knowing the moment to bail out, to recognize the situation is not going well, and that's what Kelly is saying, asking Julie to play the clearing type shot.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Okay. Point. No, same ice. Okay, your line's good. Whoa, if you can. Wait if you can.
Well, it's gotta move hard. Let it cut a bit, but yeah.
You gotta get that tight. It's gotta get tight. Hard. Hard.
All
All it'll go. Come on, quick.
Keep going.
Quick.
All will go.
Quick. Keep going. Keep going. We need to get
A little further.
Yep. Hurry.
Hard.
Almost got it there.
Good sweep.
I think the hole's still there, Linda, with a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
Nose hit may give you the double.
Guess the intern's easier,
Yeah. What kind of weight?
Not that much.
Control?
Yeah.
Julie still makes her home, of course, in Victoria, and Linda, the commute, the practice hasn't been a problem.
Well, I mean, it's not easy, Vic. It never is when you have distance, but they make it work. They believe in their team, and they work very hard at training.
Get it by the top one, run it straight back, get the double, 1. Oh, and the jam at the back will still leave Bryden lying shot.
Good sweeping.
But it's a very nice shot. There's lots of rocks to tap up, move around.
How slippery.
Now, if we talk about the control zone, the area at the top of the house and just in front, 3 white stones are in that area.
Around the floor.
I don't mind that, but I don't know where you have to give.
I have to go ahead.
Or are they changing their mind?
No, let's do this. Even if I'm short, we can work with it.
Yeah. Shoot a hole?
Yeah. Okay. The hole only works if we paper the outside left one.
I think they've talked about coming through the port now, Ray. They moved the broom over a little bit.
It's funny how that has become, the control zone has become a common term now within the game. When Grinnell was talking to the media yesterday, she said, you know, that's one thing I've noticed about the Skins game. I have to get my stones in front to be able to use them.
Got room. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep, yep. Gotta go. Yep. Hard. Hard line. Hard. Hard. Hard, 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 hard. 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 Hard, 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 hard. Hard. Keep going. Hard, 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 hard. Quick, 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 quick. It's there. Hurry. Hard. Bounce it off. Hard, hard, hard,
Bounce
hard.
it off. Bounce it in. Glide 2.
Let's try to roll.
Yeah. Right? And you would have had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good.
Yep. Yeah, if you get the roll, you got the double.
Yep.
Same shot as
important
Julie.
thing though, right?
Oh, yeah.
The roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was surprised that she came through the hole. I thought she was going to play the other way, but she did shorten the ice up and decided to, she almost got it by there. Very hard when it's curling so hard over there to get by the top. There's a good chance for Kelly Law now to get the hit and roll.
Yep.
Yep.
Hurry,
Law on her first. Big brush from Nelson. And Wheatcroft. It's a real fight. Got it by. Run it back and by. And the shooter will roll to the 12-foot tee line. And it's still now Bryden lying 1.
Sorry.
Darn. Need a little more weight, eh?
Same shot for Grinnell this time, and she has a little more room to get by the top because the stone's been
You turned
moved.
exactly like your mind. Because that's what I did too.
This stone here is moved. This stone right here is
You had
moved over a
perfect
little
weight
bit. I'll
last
just
time.
clear that.
Even if we're
So
half,
the long guard out in front here, you get a chance to come through the hole, get into this area here.
No. No.
Same weight. Line same. Same weight.
She got it outside a little bit this time, but it should
Line's going.
start to move.
Line's good.
Top 4.
Hard.
Hard line.
Hard. Hurry. 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 Quick.
Top 4. Take a look.
Quick.
Weight's there. Oh. Great shot.
That's nice curling.
Well, I think after 2 wins, everybody's going to look at Grinnell Bryden and say, I'm not leaving her anything through a port, because she doesn't miss when she has to go through a port.
That's for sure.
What lovely shots.
The key of that, of course, was the fact that the white stone in front in the 12-foot had been moved over a little bit and gave her a chance to get by it.
Just have to carry over.
Drawing.
Yeah. Go to 5.
Just looking for the carryover through the hole.
Gee, 78. Okay, guys.
Facing a couple with her final stone here. Kelly Law, the skin is $1,500. Needs to get in there for shot to force the carryover.
Easy. Lot of room.
Whoa, then.
Whoa.
Diane Nelson closest to the stone. Georgina Wheatcroft is out in front.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing.
No line yet.
Yep.
Oh.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Hurry hard.
Hurry, hurry,
Get
hurry,
there.
hurry, hurry, hurry.
Bounce off.
Nice
Oh,
shot.
it looks like she may have. She'll spill off, and she is shot stone. Great draw by
Nice shot, Kelly.
Kelly Law to force the carryover here in the second. So we've seen some terrific curling through the first 2. We'll carry over and we'll add $1,600. We'll play for $3,100 when we come back. It is cold. Flat out cold here in Regina throughout the West. In fact, it's cold right across the country, even beautiful BC. Colder than you might expect. As we welcome you inside the Tartan Club here in Regina. As we go to the third, we carried over. We're adding 2 and now playing for $3,100 in the third, and it'll be Bryden who has the hammer,
good.
looking to
Yeah.
score the 2 for the skin.
It's going sideways. Get tight. We're throwing a corner. Great. That's okay. Shot, Di.
Nice throw by Diane.
Got the big action.
Hi, I'm Shannon Mattice from Calgary, Alberta. I'm an interior designer for Trammell Crow Company.
What's your weight? Your line's pretty good. Little bit, yep. Yep.
Line only. Top house.
Yep.
Top page.
Yep. Hard line. Quick. Quick. Clean, clean, easy, easy, easy.
Top page.
Nice shot, Shannon.
Let it go, Shannon.
Top edge of the 8.
Hi, I'm Diane Nelson from Pitt Meadows, BC, and I'm the Director of Sales with Harmony Communications.
Less. Line's tight.
A little less weight.
Yep, hard.
A little less or a lot less?
We're guard.
Yep. Tight as it'll go. Where's the hog line? Whoa, whoa.
Line is up.
Okay, Di.
These two teams, number 5 and number 6 on the JVC Women's Tour this year. Kelly Law and her team winning $17,500 when it was all totaled up, while Bryden and her team $16,900.
George.
The leads rocks are those setup stones, and the fact that Diane didn't get into the house, this is an opening for Shannon and her team.
What's that? Yeah, what a surprise. They're lined up now.
You guys like or double?
Hi, I'm Regina Wheatcroft from Cloverdale, BC, and I'm looking for work in the sales and promotions industry.
Oh, Georgie's out there looking for work, so she's got some work to do right here.
Whoa.
Running this one back, trying to get the double.
Whoa.
Weight's normal.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's close.
Okay,
Shot. Same thing, Sandra. Just outside rings is good.
Hi, my name's Sandra Jenkins, and I'm from Calgary, Alberta. I'm a mother of 2, Jared and Janessa.
Yeah, line's good. We got room.
top house.
Got lots of room.
Clean it. No, it's not bad. Clean it.
Yep, hard. No, it's okay, it's tight. Actually, our line's not very good though. Just here.
Get her tight.
Right here. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
The rock in the house is only half in the 8-foot, but they really don't like the position of these front stones.
Well,
Georgina was telling us she was recently laid off in a restructuring move by Labatt in British Columbia.
okay.
Hey, good shot.
Good. It's fine.
She just lost it a bit. They had to brush it earlier.
Yeah, so I said just at the end.
Turn over.
Now Bryden has the hammer, needs 2 for the skin.
Around.
I just don't like, they're all white.
And if I'm top even just short.
We don't,
You're absolutely right.
I don't blame you, Renell.
Well, it's up to you. Hit's not bad either.
So you can go in turn too, hey?
No.
So if we go perfectly out turn, they run it back, they get either one.
Okay, well, hit it then.
They're just going to go around them all. We only got top.
In turn, around them all? Okay, I'll go here.
Okay.
need for us to say anything. You heard the conversation. Talking about hitting the front one, talking about going around.
Yes, wait.
That's what
No, wait,
they ultimately decided.
They're out there, Susan.
What's the difference here, Linda, in terms, I mean, you can hit it
got room.
and
Hurry.
take some control
Lots of room. Tons
of that
room.
area,
Whoa.
or you can go behind,
Stay close.
then they leaves them in the run back. I mean, what's...
Well, if you just
Okay,
hit
go
the
now.
front one, there's
Yep, now you
so
hurry.
many ways that
Yep,
the
now
other
you
team
go.
can
Yep.
come in
Hurry, hurry,
behind
hurry,
your
hurry.
rock. So I think coming in was a good
throw.
call. It was just a debate really on which way to do it.
Yeah. Normal?
I'm not sure though, Linda.
I'm Julie Skinner from Victoria, BC, and I'm a travel supervisor at BCAA.
She'll get one, but now those stones are overlapped out front.
Yeah, the trouble there was with going around is what Linda was saying, that you get it around, but they can run the front one back. Now, they had either one of the two to hit. Unfortunately, they hit it wrong, because if they hit it on the high side at all, they catch the front one. But now you're right, Vic, by where it rolled to, where the shooter went to, it takes away the front. So now this excellent opportunity
Weights up. Lots of room.
for the Calgary skip to get it in and lie two.
No.
Susan O'Connor.
Clean.
Close.
Clean.
Weights coming down.
Yep. Hard.
Hard to get by the
Hard.
Hard.
Hurry.
Hard.
Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Hard.
Actually,
Look at it go.
Just here. Just here. Yep. Yep. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Hurry. Got to bite her. Come on, Shannon.
Oh, that's a big throw.
Boy, that stopped quick, didn't it?
Shannon.
It's a good spot, though.
Still lots of room to get around with either turn.
They're only top 8.
You could also run the front,
It's your
the
second
front one
one,
back.
right?
Sorry?
Could jam this one back.
Yeah, they're only top 8, right? They're only top 8. The way it sucks in there, I think I can hook one right around. Either turn, whichever you like.
Yeah. Well, this side goes pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that.
Holy.
So Julie wins the discussion battle, and it's her idea to go with the
See, it almost picked.
draw instead of the run back.
Hurry hard.
She's on the front one already.
Yep.
Straight out of my
Yep. Yep. Stay on it. Yep. Hurry. Jesus. Hurry.
Gotta jiggle the guards around.
And she may have just helped herself a little bit just by doing that.
Picked right out of my hand. It was gone. I went, huh?
I'm not going to give you much more. No, you can't do beat. Hi, I'm Susan O'Connor from Calgary, Alberta, and I'm a respiratory therapist at the Foothills Hospital.
Hard, quick, quick.
Oh, hard.
Quick.
Hard.
Actually, whoa, whoa. Just bounce out of this. Yep,
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 yep.
yep. Hard. Bounce off. Okay. Over there.
A little bit light.
Well, this, I mean, I don't know.
I don't know if we can get in there. Maybe
we
you
took
can.
ice here, we could.
You gotta poke it out and spin it like heck.
Well, it's just that this has such a nice line if you can get by the blue one.
Yeah, and if we try this, we could stab him in. Right? Yeah. Just gotta poke it the hell out there. Okay, you try it.
What they're talking about as far as the throw goes is a release. Because it curls so hard, not only do you have to slide out to the room, but you have to make sure your hand is very clean and you put lots of rotation on it. And then it has a chance to sit out there a little ways before it gets to the big curl.
Throw takes the weight out.
Yeah, and it's out here, right? Kick out.
Hi, I'm Kelly Law from Coquitlam, BC, and I work as a conveyance secretary for the law firm of Feller Drysdale.
And the first skip stone here in this third, and it's a skin of $3,100 on the table.
We need to go. I'm out in the freaking woods. Lots of room.
Yep.
Hurry hard.
Starting to dive in now.
Hard. All the way, all the way.
Nelson, Wheatcroft
as far as it'll go.
got it by. Now, how far can they drag it?
Jeez.
And they won't get it there.
Great line, just not hard enough.
You're right. Heavier right there.
Yeah, it's definitely in that part of the ice a different draw weight than we saw earlier.
It says 25. We throw about 24 out there. At least you poked it out there like it was good. Like it had a chance.
Gotta have at least chase us.
Yeah.
Is it heavier out here?
A little bit.
So I was 4 foot last time, a little bit. Same weight, probably. I'm Renelle Bryden. I live in Calgary and work for Nexon Incorporated.
And so far has the only skin, $1,500. As she throws her first.
Close.
Yep, line.
Yep, hard line.
Yep.
Hard.
Hurry.
Where are we?
Hurry.
Where are we?
Hurry.
T-line. Hard.
Hurry.
Hard.
Matt Heiss, Jenkins.
Play a tick and turn.
Whoa. Whoa. We gotta bump that in again.
Yep. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
That's good. Good. Shannon?
So they're finding it tough to get in, but it is Bryden who is flying 2, and that would give her the skin.
How's this look?
I added weight on that.
Yeah,
I added quite a bit.
Should we come around it?
could be heavier on the wings still.
But I don't think if you threw rounders down that same path there from before, probably was fine.
Well, we took edge there to get to there. This might do it.
Well, how's the bump look? Does it look makeable?
The way it curls, it should come in nice. We just drew that.
I
like
think
that.
it's there.
We just threw it.
The bump?
Yeah. What do you like for ice? That's you nailed the broom there.
You just got to get by that blue.
Yeah. You nailed the broom there.
Yeah.
So you like a little less, or what do you like?
Yeah, because I'll be throwing more weight.
Is that good? Nice. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Nothing seems very easy right now. Is it just a result of the ice being a little tricky?
It's definitely the amount of curl they're finding on this spot. I mean, the winning points are only barely in the 8 foot and the 12 foot. It's very rare that you would see a skin won that way.
Final stone for Kelly Law here in this third. Needs to get in to be shot. Has to make Renelle Bryden throw her last one. It's a $3,100 skin. Looking for the angle raise, and has got to get it to full 8 foot.
You can wait.
Whoa, wait.
Wait if you can.
Whoa.
Curl hard now.
Yep.
Now all the way by. Will it sneak by the blue?
Great shot, Kelly. Great shot.
And it's pretty close.
Nice shot.
That's definitely shot rock.
Nice shot. Nice shot, Kelly. Great shot.
And even if you come to nose, we get the carry.
You're right, it is.
That was a tough shot.
That was very tough
when you're taking that much ice for a raise.
You can move.
I think it'll be straight
like that.
Yeah.
You can also hit it thin and get lucky.
Yeah.
And they really guessed on where to take the ice.
I'm gonna try and run this one back.
Okay.
Catching this one here and getting rid of it.
And leaving their 2 counters for the skin. Right now, it's Kelly Law in position to steal. Right out of her hand. Now they're on it. Matt Heiss, Jenkins, gonna crash in front, and she will. And what a terrific shot it was by Kelly Law to give her the single point and the steal of the skin and $3,100. All smiles. She jumps into the lead through 3. The key shot from the third is brought to you by Husky. Was she guessing?
Well, both skips have been guessing a little bit. The ice is swinging so hard to the center, and it's a tough raise for Kelly on her last shot, trying to steal the skin. She has to guess for the broom a little bit about the weight as well, but it's going to be a perfect shot. Raises it to a place where it is sitting shot, and Grinnell Bryden has a very, very difficult shot to try and remove it.
Real hard now.
Just by the guard, a little wiggle off the other, and that ends up to be the winning point.
This is a very difficult shot. They had to wait for it and then hope it didn't die. It's got enough weight to push it in, and it just catches the corner of the Bryden stone and rolls in for shot. And that was, as you mentioned, Linda, the winning skin.
Playing for $1,600 here in the fourth. Once again, Grinnell Bryden will have the hammer, and so she'll look to score the 2 for the money. Shannon Matheis. One thing, though, what it says
shot,
is
guy.
that kind
Just
of weight.
a foot heavy, but you know
the
what?
houses
It's
are
not
very
bad.
lively because that
I like
raised
it.
stone really did jump off her rock, and there wasn't a lot of weight to the shot, so they are getting a lot of action off the stone.
It is sliding pretty well once they're making contact, you're right. But we're seeing these guards in particular, everything in this area just going sideways.
Diane Nelson.
You got 5 seconds to beat me. Line's good. Drop rim. Yep. Yep. For line. Yep. It's hard for line. Curling.
What a surprise. All right, split.
Yeah.
Okay, die.
It's fine.
Back with you on Sunday afternoon, 4 Eastern Time. The defending champion, Sheri Anderson, celebrating her win today over Shannon Brink. She picked up $11,000. And she'll be playing either Kelly Law or Grinnell Bryden.
Hack.
Whoa. Clean.
Not bad.
Clean.
And the money doubles tomorrow, so that was a big win for Sheri Anderson.
Whoa. Right off.
Back line.
Right off.
Coming down.
Right off.
Got it.
Good shot.
That's a great shot.
Hitting it. Yeah, what kind of weight?
Control.
Hey, George.
The Bryden stone's in a tough spot. Good call by Kelly Law. Get it out of there.
Yep.
Georgina Wheatcroft.
Hurry!
Almost curled too much, Linda.
Almost did to miss, but it overlapped itself on the other rock, and that's not something Georgina's too happy about. It's better if you leave your rocks exposed so they can be tapped up.
Your line's good.
Sandra Jenkins.
Room. Lots of room.
Let us know when it starts to go.
Let it cut. It's not going. You go here? Yeah. It's not going at all.
Whoa!
How about right here? Right here. Right here. Yep. Hard.
Whoa!
Okay. Good weight, Sandra.
What would have happened there? Maybe got it a little outside, you think?
You got it out, I guess, and it seems that once you get to the shaded area,
board. Probably bored.
it really goes. If you get it out, it'll stay a little bit.
Hey, George.
It's really release sensitive, Linda. If you turn them at all, they just go sideways on you.
Clean.
Whoa. About the same as the last one.
Clean.
Same as the last one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes!
Yeah.
Whoa!
She wants to roll.
And she's got it. Great shot, Georgina Wheatcroft.
Nice shot. Throw normal.
And a moment ago, I said those white rocks being overlapped were not very good. Well, as soon as Georgina made that great roll behind them, you're pretty happy about the way they're positioned.
Quick. Hurry. Quick. Hurry. Good roll, Sam. Roll, Shannon. Okay. Shot.
Gets rid of the 2 guards.
Yep.
Long guard. Julie Skinner.
How's the weight?
It's gonna over curl.
Halfway. Whoa. Whoa.
It's gonna over curl.
Just
you
to
know
the
it
center
is.
line. Whoa. 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 Okay. Shot, Julie.
It didn't over curl Julie, just a little. She got it out positively to the broom. I think if you just cut it off, then they go sideways.
Double tap.
Okay, wait, you thinking bump?
No, it was an interesting pattern we saw also in the first semifinal, where it was the seconds and thirds that were struggling, and we're seeing that in this draw again. And I talked about the importance of the third position before the game started. That really sets it up for Kelly and for Grinnell if the thirds are playing well.
Whoa. Close. Whoa. Yes. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hard.
She's looking for the double bump.
Hard. Quick. Hard. Quick.
Susan O'Connor.
Hurry.
There's one bump.
No.
There's two bumps.
Okay.
And it'll stop back edge of the 8.
Yeah.
Another guard, eh?
Half tuck around theirs.
Here?
Yep.
You just don't want to crash that.
No, that's okay. Same shot. Same shot. I'll do the same weight.
Okay.
Another guard.
How's the weight?
Same.
Lots of line. Line's good.
It's gonna go sideways.
Deep. Whoa, lots of line. Whoa. Around that one. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got lots.
Okay. I think we're good. Get around it.
That's fine.
Yep. Yep.
Good. Okay, good shot.
Nice shot.
Nice shot is right. Good call by Kelly Law, and then
That's perfect.
nice throw by Julie. It's perfect. Perfect is the correct word.
We double peel anything?
Well,
we might have to nose that blue.
Yeah, blue into white. You can nose the ones who just threw.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. We'll leave this one, but maybe.
But you're gonna leave that one anyway. Well, you're gonna leave the shooter and that one.
Well, you can see the concern. These stones are overlapped. These two
If
here.
you get it just across face, that'd be kind of nice.
She can hit this one here and maybe try and drive it into this situation.
Just normal? Or do you want bigger?
Well, a little harder.
Okay.
Yep.
Hard.
Hard, 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 hard. Quick.
Right out of her hand.
Yeah, she
Matt Nice and Jenkins jumping it.
She rolled it right out of her hand. You're right, Vic.
And she'll crash on the top one.
You need to guard this side, guys.
Yeah, I know.
That's little.
She's playing the guard.
Just trying to guard the position actually of the blue rock out in front, but playing it with this turn rather than coming the other turn, just because they feel they can control this a little better.
Skip stones to come. Kelly Law, the Canadian world champion. What was the reaction in BC to Kelly's win? I read something where she was a little disappointed. She said the public was certainly behind her, but she thought corporately they didn't get behind her.
Well, I mean, maybe it's fair to say, but I think
No line.
to say that the public were very enthused, not with
How
just
much?
Kelly's win, but Greg McCauley and also Brad Kuhn in the junior men's. It was just
Looks good.
really a
Just
great
clean.
recognition of the three
easy,
teams,
easy,
but
easy.
I don't really know the
Whoa,
situation
no
for
bar.
sponsorship, Vic. I think it's always pretty tough.
Yep.
They are carded athletes. They do receive a monthly fee to train,
Good shot, Kelly. Great shot. Great shot.
and they have worked very hard.
Okay. Nice shot. Nice weight. Good shot, Kelly. It's great. Yeah. Nice weight.
It's quite an unusual year for them, too, remembering that they have the bye to the Scott Tournament of Hearts coming up. And so their season is quite different. They have the trials berth clinched as well.
Get some action.
Grinnell Bryden is in some trouble here. $1,600 skin available. She needs 2 for the money, 1 to force the carryover. Open it up, and she'll get rid of 1.
She got 2 of them off, but got 1 of them off and rolled the shooter out of the way, but chance for Kelly to pluck it up again. I'll tell you one thing, she can throw it.
Yeah, she sure can.
Yeah.
And she's got a nice touch. We saw that earlier.
I guess with that weight, eh?
Yeah.
That weight
Susan
you just threw
O'Connor
was
can throw it
perfect.
pretty hard as well.
It's good.
Throwing it hard and throwing it hard accurately are 2 different things, however. I can throw it hard, but I can never hit the broom.
Grinnell and Susan trying to line up something that may be left if Kelly's guard is played well.
We're going to be tight for line.
Whoa!
Whoa, then.
Whoa!
Where?
Whoa!
Whoa. Line's pretty good.
Line's fine.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa.
Leave it.
Sit. Nice shot, Kelly. Great shot.
Terrific guard. You couldn't run down and put it in a better spot.
Needing 1 to steal. Kelly Law is lying 2.
Oh, right. Even that one.
You'd feel a little better if you were Grinnell if they were blue and not white out there, but
There's 1 blue one way over on the side.
maybe all she has, Linda, to be honest with
using a
you.
wide blue, hey? That one you like?
Yeah.
It's unfortunately not even a question of running a white one back on the 1 white, because you'd still leave another white one in the house, and that would still be the skin for Kelly Law.
I was almost thinking a little more. What do you think? Well, I throw these wide.
All right.
This is really all she has. Is this
This is my
rock
last
right
one.
here?
That was on the line, though.
Back onto this one here.
It came up a little bit.
Yeah, you need 3/4. You can get it for 2, too, you know.
Yeah. I'm happy with 1.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Make this.
You want less?
Well, touch. Yeah, just a touch more.
More?
Switch it up.
Touch more.
Tone? Okay.
I think Susan's last words were, well, you can actually make a shot for 2 here.
Open draws for
That's confidence in your
Oh,
skip.
you could. You could drive
Yeah.
that back, make the double, and
Otherwise, it could be a steal for Kelly
I don't think this is going to move.
and more cash.
Maybe a little.
It's a bit. Well, it needs
if you made
to.
the double, I think you'd have a hard time saving the one you're raising.
I think so, too.
Be happy to get the carryover here.
Final stone. $1,600 skin.
Yeah! Hard!
Trying to hold the line. Jenkins, Mad Heist. Right angle.
Oh, look at this.
Will it sit?
Oh,
Get
what a
one?
bad
No.
break. Great try.
So the $1,600 steal for Kelly Law. We've played 4, and she's out to a sizable lead already here at the JVC TSN Women's Skins Game. Victoria Street in Regina, all dressed up for the holidays. Reminder, stay with us right after the game for the TSN Turning Point. Brought to you by Super 8. Welcome back to the Tartan Curling Club in Regina as we go to the 5th end of play. And it's worth $1,800. But it's Kelly Law who has moved in front now, $4,700 to Grinnell Bryden's $1,500. And once again, Bryden from the Calgary Curling Club has the hammer. She'll look to score the 2 for the skin.
Well, it was a great effort by Renell Bryden to run that rock back, Linda. She hits it a little fuller. She's going to stick it, and it's going to be a carryover. But you go back on that end, and we were talking during the break that Georgina Wheatcroft's beautiful hit and roll and behind the guards really kind of set that up. And then the BC team really executed well after that, placing their guards in perfect position. You saw how desperately Renell Bryden tried to get the front clear to get a way in. But
which way do you like? Doesn't matter.
Same way, she said.
Same way? Okay.
It's easier. Yeah. Okay, Di.
Diane Nelson.
Gotta go.
I would like to correct some information I actually got and gave out last weekend, just so we don't have people going to the Royal City Curling Club for the wrong date. Greg McCauley and his team are playing Kelly Law and her team January 24th at 7 p.m. in a skins game, and all monies raised will go to the Sandra Schmerler Foundation for Children's Charities. Greg's team thought it was going to be in December, and that is the date I gave out. So there would have been a lot of people watching some empty ice potentially, so we'll make sure they know now it's January 24th.
speaking about Greg McCauley and what a great year they had, of course, World Championships, skins and cane skin champion. And he said to Kelly Law that, okay, now you went to the Scott Dermer Hearts and you won. And I went to the Briar, then I won. At the World, they both won. He went to the skins, so now they said the pressure's on you.
That's right.
Now it's your turn to win the JVC skin.
And threw down the additional gauntlet of this practice game. I think the men are a little cocky.
Oh, you do it. And how much would you like to wager?
How's the weight?
Plenty.
Whoa, no line.
Right
no
off.
Whoa.
Plenty.
Oh, man.
Go around it. Leave it high.
Down.
Sit.
Okay,
Shot. Good weight, George.
Okay.
What's good weight? That's good. Tap and turn.
Tap and turn, I like that.
That's new.
We'll hear that again.
Yeah.
And we'll all say it was our idea.
Yeah,
our
of
phrase.
course.
Tap and turn.
Whoa. Whoa, let it work. Oh, yep.
That caught something.
Yeah, pick something out of her hand.
Keep going.
It's really strange that it is, Peggy. It's cold, hard ice surface, and there are no hairbrushes out there. They're all synthetics. You gotta wonder what there was a few this afternoon too.
One, Sandra. Wait, I think that's pretty good.
Shannon Clybrink had a couple catch something. And
Go here. What do you like?
What do you like?
What?
You can see 3/4 of ours on the outside. Can we come off of that?
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
And then if we touch the front, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Give ourselves something.
You're trying to get here then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What weight are you going to throw?
The same?
Same.
Maybe just a touch less?
No, same. We can rub off of it.
Okay.
Yep.
Bryden with the last stone, needing 2 to get the skin.
Okay, go then.
Less weight.
Lying 1 at present.
Oh, line!
Yeah.
Hurry for line! Hurry hard!
For line.
Have to get across by their top guard.
Hurry! Tap
Nelson and Skinner, and it's all over it.
Okay.
Shot. She done?
Well, I talk about the do's and don'ts in skins play. Do control the zone. That's the area in the top of the house. If you have the hammer, leave yourself 2 ways into the button. If you don't, overlap the guards and try and block the way to the button. Use your carryover if the odds are low of getting the skin. Don't go too deep too soon, and don't worry about the number of rocks in play. It's positioning and angles and setting them up.
Just like the intern?
The intern?
No, we can't do
I don't think it's there.
The way it sits right now, it's a
I like the double
carryover
tap.
with Bryden
Yeah.
just lying one.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll need like at least back 12 or a little more.
Yeah, back 8 would do it too, because you don't have to move our blue to.
Okay.
If you hold my blue, I can't tell.
Yep.
Clean.
Sandra Jenkins.
Might have to go a little.
Whoa.
Oh, he's got to cut
Whoa.
me out.
Close. Yep. Yep. Hurry. Hurry.
Wait, Scott.
Hurry. Whoa. Hurry. Yep. 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 Hurry. 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 Okay.
Wait.
What'd you think of that call?
You might have hit bumper outside.
You like that?
I thought it was a very tough shot to call.
Yeah.
Why open
The
it up?
problem is it's starting to close down for Grinnell. She's not going to have a lot of ways in. I talked about the 2 ways into the button. At the moment, she doesn't have much at all.
Open it up.
Right now, they've got the double white, blue,
Yeah,
right?
why do we want to open it up?
What would happen if we nose this?
Yeah, I like that too myself.
Okay.
Huh?
It's good? Might
Normal?
get something off this. Okay?
Okay. Save your shooter there.
Wide. Whoa. Close.
Julie
Straight
Skinner, as we
off.
play
Whoa.
third stones here in this fifth,
Close.
worth $1,800.
Whoa!
Okay.
That's good.
Hey, Julie.
It's not bad. I'm gonna play this
Why don't they
one.
go to that
Hey, turn
wide
there.
draw to get in there for their second, possibly? Get in there now.
Well, they
Good bump
definitely
weight.
could. There's room to get around.
I don't even mind
Across
control
the
right now.
face of it. What's that?
I don't mind control.
Okay, throw control. Well, get half around there, white.
Is it? Are they fighting over this control zone, Ray? Is that
Well-
what this is about? Or?
Well, yeah, to a certain degree, Vic.
Yeah.
What she's saying is that she's got the wide in turn that you suggested. It's there, but she's afraid of the stones that are in front, the white stones that are in front. So she's just trying to replace it with her own here.
Hard. Whoa.
Good one.
And that's a rock that can be raised for the second point.
Just soft, hey?
Do you like the double bump on these? Boom, boom. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, anywhere early might be good.
Yep.
Just don't like leaving that center line one there, though.
Ah, it's kind of tough.
She's thinking about bumping her own.
Unless you want to hit that one again.
He knows this.
Yeah. I can see almost all.
Okay, I think just control.
She talked for a moment of bumping these double bump, but she's going to play the hit on the rock that just came down.
Yep.
Whoa.
Clean.
No.
Clean.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Whoa.
Julie Skinner
Whoa.
through the hole.
Okay,
It sits right there. So it's like a track now, Linda. They just
Yeah, they seem to know the way down that spot.
Yeah, it's nice. Very nice.
Hit that one again, just turn over.
That's a good call. Yeah.
Catch them both and sit there. Hit the middle of them.
Okay, where can I not hit it?
Here.
Okay.
Well, actually, probably there's okay. You just double peel. Do you like that? Do you see anything else?
Yep. Yeah.
You mentioned it, Vic. They're really
I don't think
she's
we can
concerned
guard it.
about that area there.
No. Okay. You want
Sir-
normal?
You can't leave it there now,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
No, earlier it actually wasn't as good for the Law team. This one's in a pretty good spot.
Clean.
No. No.
Clean.
No.
Whoa. Whoa.
Bryden. No.
Watch this blue. Watch this blue. Okay.
Shannon.
Yep.
Just sat there.
Same shot I just played. Here on that side.
Bump on the right.
Kind of waiting to throw.
Leaves the one on the
Mine
side.
came up, eh? Normal or control? What do you like? That looks like normal, eh?
Yeah, around there.
Okay.
Normal? Oh, one up normal though.
No, because we don't want to hit in the open, right?
Okay. Well, I'd like to try to nose it. We're a little bit late, catch late. Can't be too late though.
Did Susan O'Connor get caught on that up weight?
Nose would be good.
As we said before, we throw it up a little bit. It just remains straight.
It might have, and we talked about release. She might have been a tiny bit full of the broom. Makes a huge difference.
She also throws very positively and also with lots of rotation, so it's not going to move big time for her.
Whoa, whoa. Close.
Especially with that weight, that's for sure. And she got caught a bit on it.
Kelly Law in her first. Nelson Wheatcroft trying to hold the line, trying to run it back and catch the blue. And they'll move her own.
Now there's a path in.
Yeah.
It's also a hit and roll.
I don't think I had enough ice. I don't think I had enough ice.
No, it went crazy.
Yeah.
You want to play? Could have
Well,
had
I'm
a
just
bit more.
thinking that for
Yeah,
line,
it's pretty good too,
you're going to have to throw a little bit more weight than draw, or we're going to have to take in the boonies.
So you just want to hit?
Well, are you all right? We can play soft or like bumper.
You can.
Whatever you like.
You just can't afford to leave this stone there. I'll just clear that for a minute.
Do you like playing hit or do you just want?
So she's going to play it.
Just like the playing hit?
And try to
I don't know. I can't remember what it does here.
roll here.
Those two white stones as well, the two guards out in front, are they lined up in a good way, bad way?
Well, there's a lot of distance between them. They were actually easier to play on the last shot for Kelly because I think there was a couple of ways she could have come off other rocks, but now there's a tougher
you
angle.
have to like it.
This is fine. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I like this shot for sure.
I do too.
Control. Yeah.
Yes! Hard! Hard!
Quickly. Right out of her hand. Matt Heiss. Jenkins. Looking for the hit and the inside roll. And all over those guards.
She'd really had missed that on the release, and it was gone right away. She kind of cut it short.
She's got an open draw for two.
Same shot, eh? Yeah, okay. Straight back.
Might hang a bit more in this edge, eh?
You see right here, she's turned the handle maybe a touch prematurely and just let it go.
Yep.
Not as positively as she usually does. Didn't get it out in front of her, and so it just went right out of her hand. Straight back.
Same weight. Got a little more ice this time.
Same weight? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Final stone. Kelly Law. Grinnell Bryden has the hammer. Run it right back. It's going to have to curl up for her. Oh, and she'll drive it by, and she'll leave the draw for two. Or she'll draw for her two and the skin.
Very close, but no cigar.
$1,800 available if she get in for the second point.
Throw the freeze on top, but she's gonna have a hard time getting adjusted. Okay. What level do you get on that? Okay, so same as draw the button.
Remember, she won the draw to the button, and she picked up the first $1,000
All yours. Line's good.
to pick up the number one seeding.
You got backing. Whoa, wolf line. Wait if you can. Okay, you can go. You can go.
Whoa.
Weight's there. Weight's good. Clean in. Clean
For the
in.
second
Whoa,
point in the
whoa.
skin.
Clean. That's good, Grinnell. Good job. See, clean.
Very good. There's her 2. And that'll mean an $1,800 skin for Renell Bryden here in the 5th. And we're midway through this second semifinal. And she cuts into Kelly Law's lead.
How much did it have?
Well, if we were...
The 2000 JVC TSN Women's Skins Game from Regina, Saskatchewan is brought to you by JVC. Excite your senses.
Well, it was back in October in Winnipeg at the JVC Women's Qualifying Bonspiel where Renell Bryden faced Kelowna's Kelly Scott in the playoff for the Skins berth, and she broke it open in the 8th with a 5 as she went on to win and qualify for this year's JVC TSN Women's Skins Game. And it didn't take her long to get the idea of what the Skins is all about. Skins is all about making shots, and make the shots and you make money. And before the competition began, the 4 teams, including Sheri Anderson, Shannon Brink, Kelly Law, all drew to the button for their seedings to determine last rock, stones, but more importantly, for the first $1,000 of the event, and that went to the qualifier, Renell Bryden and her team from the Calgary Curling Club. Earlier today in the opening semifinal, Shannon Brink against the defending champion Sheri Anderson, and playing in the 7th with a skin worth $5,700, and it was Anderson with this shot to set up the skin, and she went on to win $11,000 as that $5,700 put her up and over, with Brink and team winning $8,500. So the defending champion, Sheri Anderson, is through to Sunday's final. You'll see it at 4 p.m. Eastern time from here at the Tartan Curling Club in Regina. She'll play either Renell Bryden or Kelly Law. Not much to separate the 2 teams so far. 6th then when we come back. Bryden picks up the skin in 5, as Kelly Law will now have the hammer. And so she'll look to score the 2 and win the skin of $1,800 as we pick up play here in the 6th.
Well, Linda, that was a big skin, you know, and that was really keeps you alive and gives you a little more confidence. It was an interesting end because it looked for a long time that she wasn't going to be able to get in to get her 2, and then Kelly just missed the run back, and that left it wide open for her to draw for her extra point.
That's right, and that's one of those chances you take. I know I heard Julie mentioning after that there was ways they thought they might force a tougher shot from Renell, even if they being the Kelly Law team didn't get a rock into a great position. So you have to make that decision, try to force the carryover versus go for the big gusto, and the run back didn't work, so Renell made the nice draw.
It's dying.
Yep.
Okay. How about the freeze? Well, how about the freeze? That's good draw weight, 75.
Yeah.
Shannon Van Heist.
Whoa. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. Clean? No. No. Let it work still. Whoa. Good girl. Shot.
Bump it.
Yeah.
Same weight?
Kelly Law with the hammer needs to get the extra point for her skin.
Did Law call for the first stone from Nelson in? Did she go to the? Did she play up? Want to play up the corner?
Well, I thought she'd called it short, but the way they swept it, I really can't be sure, Vic.
We gotta go a bit.
Anywhere in front of
Because
it.
again, with that stone going behind the tee line, it would have seemed to be the obvious time to put up something. I mean, you can, as you say, bring it back.
Okay, Di. Okay, Di, good shot.
Yeah, it's pretty tough in skins play to get a skin by playing in the rings. It's usually a lot easier to get a guard up and to play some come around. So these sort of freezes and taps can be pretty tough in skins play.
9. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And just as I say that, there is an open miss.
You like the guard?
You want a guard?
Or freeze to the back one.
No, there's a double there.
Yeah, there's a double.
Let's guard.
Okay.
Do you want a guard, you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah? What do you like?
Okay. Oh, I gotta get out to the berms.
Yep.
What'd you got? It's way out there.
You got no line.
It's got a bend.
Okay, you can go now.
Yep.
Hard.
Get it to center, guys.
Hard.
Well, it's quite a big decision to play a guard in this position because it can hand back an opportunity for Grinnell to get something covered.
Oh, sorry.
Sandra Jenkins
Okay, your line's good.
Line's good.
Here.
trying to regroup after that miss with her first stone.
Whoa.
Lots of room. It's
Line's super.
needs to move.
Let it work. Where are we? You go around it?
Clean it.
Yep. No, we're on it. Whoa. No, no, no. Sit, baby. Good one.
Okay.
Bump? Bump it a bit. Get to the nose.
Think you can get to it?
Yeah.
Yep.
We
Bump
appreciate
it.
your comments. There's our web address, tsn.ca/curling. Throughout the curling season and the upcoming season of champions. That's your
Okay.
web address for all the latest
You wanna bump
on the
it?
sport.
Well, I was thinking bump it.
Yeah.
I can
Move 'em around a little
I
bit.
can't see it all.
Yeah, I know, but if you get to the nose and bump it just a little
You
bit.
might be
it'll
able to
good.
get to the inside,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Well, can I wait then? Back line. Hey, George.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Hard. Hurry. Hurry.
Hurry hard.
Quick.
Hurry.
Oh, we're on
Right
the
over.
Shoot. Okay.
Susan, I think we just hit the wall.
Okay.
That was another one where she knew she was sliding narrow and right when she let it go,
Are you throwing 9 or
it
control?
was going to curl too much.
Do you want me to throw control?
No, 9. Oh, yep. Hard.
Susan O'Connor.
Hard. Hurry.
Hard.
Hurry. Hurry. Quick. 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 Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Am I down?
Jeez.
Kind of like it's open now.
So we've gone back to the first end, and
Is that less than 9?
the ice is surprising them again.
Well, I don't know, Vic. I mean,
Okay.
there's no question that you have to let them go clean if you start them at all. I'm not suggesting she started that, but and she's been throwing very positively. But you know, that rock just curled a little bit more than they expected. She may have just not got out to it.
Lots of line.
See if you can throw the weight up a little bit, Lynn. It runs fairly.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit of release, and heavens, we've all missed the broom, and it's touchy out there. You have to be very careful.
Close, yes!
Line's good.
Gotta go.
Gotta
Hurry
keep it
hard! Hurry hard! Right up, right up, right up! Good sweeping, guys.
Okay.
Not enough, I don't think.
I don't think she got it there, though. It's not second shot.
Are we 2?
It's all right.
Sure?
I'm pretty sure,
Like
Julie.
that?
I think
Okay,
so
do you want
too.
the same weight?
Same weight.
Try and keep an eye on this. She's taking about 6 inches of ice.
More weight.
Yep.
Whoa, whoa.
Hard. Hard. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Hard.
Hurry.
Hard. 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 Hard, 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 hard.
She's gonna jam it, I think. Just not taking enough ice for that shot. That's all there is to it.
So we started with $1,000 for the draw to the button. Each of the semifinals is worth $19,500. Sunday's final is doubled, $39,000, and then the winner will get an additional $11,000 bonus, and that's how we make up the $90,000 JVC TSN Women's Skins game.
Hurry hard. Wait. Whoa. Whoa. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. Clean.
Nice shot.
Well, they've been handing this one
like
back
funny
and
out of my
forth a
hand.
little bit. Mistakes have really led to this position where Julie hit to sit two.
Thanks. Yep.
That's a nice.
I think she's got to play the freeze here now, I think, Linda.
You're taking
And that's what she's going to do, I think.
here, isn't it?
Yeah, here was getting to here.
Or do you like the thin double?
I kind of like the freeze, but
Okay.
it's up to you.
Yeah, burnt on that spot. Jeez. These 3 years pretty good. It's harder and it's sad.
Try and freeze on the face.
Close. Okay, let's perfectly
through it.
freeze this. Okay, I need a little less weight than I threw last time, eh, for a 2?
Just slight.
Okay, we need square from that.
Okay.
That's the key. Let's be square to it.
Okay.
No. No.
Clean.
Line's
No.
good.
No,
A little bit short doesn't hurt us.
not for line. You got a long way to work.
Close. Where are we?
To it.
Long way to work.
No.
No, just to it.
Here it comes now.
Hard, hard.
Here it comes
hard.
now.
To it. Hard, 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 hard. Line's getting better. Hard, 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 hard.
That's too bad they had to wait, and maybe that little bit of brushing
Let's sweep you guys.
would have gotten in there, but it just, as you say, didn't come just soon enough.
You just threw control. Yeah. Right.
And what they really wanted was it to be dead in front because Kelly can pick this out at an angle and roll away.
Sit and stick. Just nice and nice and easy. Yeah, then you can't freeze. Yeah, I mean, those would be good. Okay. Or a little tiny bit of room.
Heard the comment. Right on the nose would be great.
Okay, Cal, right at it, eh?
Good setup. Good lift, flat swing.
Whoa.
Whoa, guys.
Clean. Yep. Yeah. Clean. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Nice shot.
Just a nice throw. We saw a lot of those last year, didn't we, Linda?
Yeah, she
Nice
made
shot,
some
Kelly.
big shots.
Well,
Nice
just
shot.
she
Thanks.
throws them.
I was planning for that to try to just sit right in front of it.
It's a good lesson for a lot of people that are playing the game. She takes her time.
Right.
She gets in the hack. She sets herself properly. She's squared at everything.
Yeah.
She's got very strong mechanics and does the same thing each time. And that's the thing that'll help you weather all the pressure situations. And we certainly
great.
saw a lot of those.
Okay.
Thinking
yeah,
of a
just
couple of
attack
out turns
left.
she made Victor last year in Glasgow, the
You need a
6th end or
piece of
6th or
the
7th end of one of her games.
It
She
really
looked-
saved the game.
Yeah, she looks like she was going to be in trouble. And semi-final game that we were doing.
Final stone for Grinnell Bryden.
I think you need to go for a weight.
Looking for the steal, but it's
Your line's
looking
fine.
pretty good right now.
Lots of room.
Kelly Law, and the
Lots
skin of
room.
$1,800
Stay close.
available.
Where's weight?
Wait's a little more.
She needs to tuck it around a little bit, but
It's lots.
it's got lots of weight on it.
Need it.
Your line's good.
Okay.
It's gotta stop in a hurry. And it won't stop in time, and so Kelly Law won't be forced to throw her last one. She'll get the skin of $1,800 here in the 6th to extend her lead in this semifinal
I like that, Kelly.
at the Tartan Club in Regina.
Don't even have to throw your last rock. I like that. I like that a lot.
The Saskatchewan legislature. And we are in Regina. And we have been here before. Oh, no.
Oh, Vic's vault.
It's the second most recognizable symbol in the world today. Anywhere in the world you go, if someone sees the Mountie uniform, they know you think of Canada. Their thoughts? Let's join Lyndon Ray.
Well, looking very nice in the red and the nice hat.
Even the RCMP haven't stooped that low, surely to goodness.
I thought we had lost the key to that vault.
I thought there were laws. You know, you can't deface a dollar bill. You can't wear a Mountie uniform.
Okay, Di.
We should tell our viewers, if they stay with us through the season of champions, you will see Vic in the Softies outfit. Softies little outfit. Maybe.
Actually, that's right, it was here.
It was a toss-up between Anne of Green Gable and that one, I think.
Can't let it move.
Although he looked really good in the hairnet.
Right here?
Cooking food for us.
Oh, that was
just so many, Vic.
Cooking pierogies in Winnipeg.
Petaha.
Petaha.
Can we go now? Yep, line's good.
You going to a lot of bingo games these days?
Right here. Right
Oh.
here. Yep.
Vic's vault is huge.
Good one.
It's a cavern.
It just doesn't
It never ends, unfortunately.
All right, this is a curling game, and there's a lot of money out here.
You betcha. 7th end, and it's Renelle Bryden who has the hammer, playing for a $2,100 skin. And that would get her right back into it.
That last end, Ray, would be kind of frustrating for Renelle because they had fairly open misses to give away the skin. You hate to do that.
Digging now. Yep. Whoa, that's a good shot. Hey, Di. Good shot.
The other thing, Dylan, you get a big skin in the end before. You sure hate to. It's just like, you know, when you score a 3-ender or something to take a 3-point lead in the 7th or the 6th or 7th, and you play the 8th and you give the 3 right back at the end. It's just so deflating.
As we look at the numbers for the two leads who are trying to set up these skins for their team, and dead even, both with the same number of draws and hits.
Yep. Hurry, hard.
Need a big scrub if they're gonna get it through the hole.
Quick!
No. Maybe just down a bit in weight. I think that she threw it well.
Just keep it pretty tight so we can use it.
Yep.
That'll be bumping, right?
Try and hear what they have to say, but it looked like it was just maybe down a bit from what they've been throwing.
How's the weight?
We're tight. Maybe 12.
Whoa.
Out of weight. Clean.
Lots of line.
Lots of weight.
Whoa. Just let it sit.
It's taking a bit. Clean it. It's over curling. Okay.
Whoa.
It's a good shot.
Okay,
George.
Okay.
David Amber and Corey Warren are standing by with the next edition of Sports Desk, 11 Eastern Time, to wrap up the Saturday night in the NHL, the NBA, and they'll preview, of course, another busy Sunday in the NFL.
Well, they're trying to draw through the hole, and the hole is definitely there, but I don't know, with Sandra, you know, she must have got that way outside because she was nowhere near the hole.
If you notice the way she throws, she slides a little bit beside the rock and is a little in-out with the release. Now, she's very consistent with it, but she doesn't throw the same as Georgina. So sometimes she gets caught and the rock runs a little straighter. If you see the rock a little bit to the right and a little bit out with the release.
And she definitely put that out. You could see just as she released it, she threw it away.
So she, you know, tiny bit different as far as the broom goes, but it's just that difference in the way you let it go. It goes out first. We're watching George now, and hers gets to the center much quicker.
Hard for line.
Hurry!
Found the hole?
Yes.
No.
That's a good
But
shot.
another rub?
Great shot. Okay, George. Good shot. Good. That works.
And we look
Good
now at the
shot.
numbers for Georgina and Sandra, and they are both struggling. Now, we've mentioned good shots by both players, so timing has been key on some of the shots, but 52% for George and 50% for Sandra. They would not be pleased.
Whoa, just for weight.
Clean. Yep. Hurry. Easy.
Back 12.
Easy.
Hurry.
Where did that rock come from?
It was even the wrong color for them.
He won't.
Nice shot.
There you go. Timing is everything. Sandra had it. Ray didn't.
I was just going to say when I put my finger on the screen that the 3 hits that Georgie had up there, not very many, but one of them was a great one. That's the one we talked about.
Perfect. That's right.
And a nice draw through the hole. Absolutely perfect.
Whoa for line.
Way out
Probably
there.
as well as I could have done it with the telestrator had I tried.
Yep.
Julie Skinner.
This is another one where I think the release was just critical in the way the rock ran.
Okay.
Weight was perfect.
Not a bad spot for it, though.
Was that a bit hot? A bit much?
hot. Yep.
Yeah.
Could have been back 8 maybe. Back
I think
8.
so. Sorry?
Back 8.
But you can tick it and then come on their white one and tick that and sit in front.
Okay.
That's pretty thin. Do we hurt ourselves if we tick this and go here?
Might open it up.
Yeah, that's not so good, eh?
I don't know if that's a bad thing though.
Yeah, not necessarily. Okay.
Let's play that, just a touch and sit.
Okay. So I'm just throwing T-line?
12.
Back 12? Show me where. What kind of weight?
Top 12?
Top 12?
Well,
Okay.
top 8?
Are we gonna get
Yeah,
action with that?
rattle, you need.
Well, she doesn't really want to move everything around. She just wants to sit there, right? So she can bump it up. So she doesn't want that much weight.
Lots.
No, that's what Grinnell was saying, but I think the other players were thinking she wanted a bit of a rattle, moving things around.
Hurry!
Susan. Sorry.
I think that's really a bad mistake to make in the sense that she got in the hack not really knowing
Or can I come off of that side one?
what she was throwing. Don't you think, Linda?
I think so.
I like that.
Do you like that? I'm jamming.
And as we saw earlier in the game, the thirds are struggling.
Not on here.
Susan down at 40% because of her hits, bringing it down, but just
Are we
numbers that
jamming?
we're just not used to seeing with these players. And this is
good.
the
This is
matchup
good,
I
yeah.
talked about before the game. Julie's struggling on her draws, and they need a good one right here.
How's the weight? Whoa for line.
Gotta go!
Way out there.
Gotta go!
Way out there.
Hurry! Hurry hard! Hurry!
Yep.
Hurry for
Yep.
line! Oh, hurry!
Yep,
Hurry for line! Hurry,
Wanna
hurry,
sneak it
hurry,
by?
hurry, hurry. Okay, okay. It's good.
Good brushing by
Julie.
Gyah Nelson and Georgina Wheatcroft, and they get it to the top edge of the 8.
So we're light here. We leaving that.
But the problem for the law team is how much it curled.
Control.
It's not as accessible, I don't think, as they want. So a little hit and roll here by Susan would set it up.
Fire. Yep. Hard, hard, hard.
This is a good opportunity
Easy.
for Susan
Yep.
to make this hit and roll.
Whoa. Close, yep. Whoa. No, no. No. Hard. Hard.
There's the hit. Roll it over.
Just had to curl a bit more.
Good try.
The double would be there now.
See on the stall. Yeah. That's about, we can hit 3/4 of it, you got it. Yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
Just gotta hit this where Kelly hit it before you got the wrong rock out.
Should be
babe.
perfect, right on the same, that's the same spot as that other one. Okay.
Okay, guys.
Same
It's nice
shot
normal.
that you threw down here a while ago.
Yeah.
Right?
The double.
Just on the outside.
As you can see, almost at all.
Kelly Law, her first.
Whoa.
The skin is $2,100.
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Right on! Ah! It's hanging on that line.
It's good.
Okay, Kelly.
All right. Oh, shoot.
It's all right. She's going, yeah.
Well, again, a couple of very big shots by Bryden, but overall numbers low, and it's the hits bringing the number down to the 50% range. Kelly Law and 75%, both of them struggling with the hits, and that may be the difference in amount of curl that we've seen during this game.
I think it's us.
There's more black on this, though. There's more black on that thing?
Oh. Grinnell. Yeah, you're right. Grinnell. Looks blue on the monitor.
Well, we don't need to play that?
I think it's,
Yeah.
Still good here.
look at the yellow behind the stone, and if you look at that, then white is shot.
I need that close in again. Go ahead up there close.
So I'm going to go with white.
Yeah, let's see that again.
I like a positive stand like that. That's very good, Victor. You made the stand.
Yeah, when they zoomed in, but then
Well, it's closer if you look that.
well, it's very close because they zoomed in, and I mean, I wasn't standing right up there, but it's.
I need a piece of the button.
Okay.
We gotta get at least.
Now earlier, these draws weren't very easy.
Now they were going sideways. And we've talked about the ice has changed a little bit throughout the game, so it's a bit of a guess.
Yep.
First skip stone for Bryden.
Yep. Hard line. Hard. Hard. Hurry. Hurry. Hard.
She cut it off again, I think.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
On.
Hard.
Just cut the release on. Didn't get out clean with it.
Hard. 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 I leave the bump. Hard. 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 Shannon.
Let me try to get a shot.
And light, too. Didn't have the weight.
We can get curl
Yeah, I
there.
gotta get better.
We might
Maybe
go
they'll
get
show it again, and I'll have a better look
block
here.
it, just as long as we get by. Yeah, that's good.
Where do we guard the other
Oh,
side?
my weight wasn't bad.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
4 out here.
Yeah.
Okay, about 4.
So Victor has decided that white is the shot.
Here last time we didn't get there.
And just in case everybody at home had forgotten that you made that statement.
Yeah.
And she's playing an intern come around.
And it's very wide, and this is where they think it'll curl, and it's a little bit heavier.
Room, guys. Whoa!
Room. Lots of room now.
Whoa!
She just was tight. Yes, it picked.
Whoa, it just cut like crazy.
Oh, caught something.
Sorry.
Well, often you hear us through the years say, pick something. That was a great example of, you know, if you don't play the game a lot, you can see where she had lots of room. It was going to get by. She was actually heavy, I think, maybe. And it just picked something and it went sideways. The 1/4 of an inch running surface that the stone runs on top of the pebble. Just something got on the running surface and it just turned the stone quickly and slowed it up.
If I have more weight, I'll run straighter for longer too, right?
Yeah.
So Victor thinks this is a draw for 1 only. It could be a draw for 2, depending on who shot rock.
Final stone and the skin of $2,100.
No.
Whoa.
No. Lots of room. Line's
She
good.
definitely got out to the broom that time.
Yes, she did.
Lots. No, 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 no.
Good looking path if it's got the weight.
Atta
Sitting
girl.
time it does. Now let's have a look.
Okay, 1 for sure, right?
1 obviously, but
This is kind of exciting now.
He's whoever's in charge of that job. Is that official?
well, that's our head official, Doug Maxwell, who will
Yeah, you got to
grab the stick and he'll do the measuring and hopefully back me up.
Yeah. I could have done the tap too.
No, no offense to the ladies who are trying to win the money, but I have credibility to think about it.
Yeah. The way that stopped. I know, it's dry. It's fine enough.
You have credibility.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to build on it. $2,100 skin. If it's a blue stone, then it's $2,100 in Renell Bryden's pocket. If it's a white stone, we'll carry over.
Did a lot of umpiring, as you know,
I guess I should watch this.
the World Championships and the World Juniors over the years, and I just always hated these in the 4-foot measurements.
Yeah, they're tough.
You know?
You have to be careful as you walk around.
Baby.
Yep. That's what I thought.
Good job.
And it is 2 for the blue.
And there goes credibility right out down the backstretch.
Renell Bryden picks up the skin of $2,100.
Come look at this. Well, yeah,
Thanks
it
a lot,
looks like
Renell. While in Regina, the competitors of the JVC TSN Women's Skins game have been the guests of the Delta Regina. And ground transportation provided by Ford. For now, forever. $2,100 is the skin here in the 8th.
Yep.
Just $1,100
Just 2.
separating the 2 teams.
Just 2. You got room.
And it is Kelly Law who has the hammer, and so she'll try for the deuce
Nice
to
shot.
pick up the money.
Nice shot.
Atta girl.
Well, long guard, Linda, to start the end off, and then the come around, nice come around by Diane Nelson.
Okay. Same shot, guy. You might,
Come around by Shannon Mattis.
I'm sure Kelly won't be pleased with both the 5th and 7th ends, where she's given Renell a relatively easy draw for 2 by missing her last one. If she hadn't made the mistake on Kelly's last one, the shot Renell would have to play for the skin would have been much tougher.
Yeah, especially in that case, even if she's short there, I don't know how she gets in to get her to. It would have been a carryover.
Just at the end. Yeah.
So they'll fight hard for this skin.
Okay. Nice angle.
The Law team
Nice
looking
shot,
for the
Di.
2.
2 nice draws with the angle setting up properly by Diane Nelson.
Nice shot, Di. Around everything.
Kelly Law with the hammer, needing 2 points for the skin.
This here.
Okay.
Sandra Jenkins.
Easy. Easy. Whoa. Whoa line. Whoa off.
We gotta go to get there.
No.
Go around, Renell.
Yeah.
Yep. Just
Yeah.
the weight.
No.
Yep.
It's just 2 at a thing.
No, that's not
not bad.
It's not bad.
The next Dave Hodge special comes your way this Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, and he'll have an in-depth interview with the new Blue Jays manager, Buck Martinez. That's the Dave Hodge special, Monday on TSN.
Yep.
Brink!
Clean. Okay. Shot, George.
Shot, George.
Sorry, Di.
Nose.
Clean. Whoa.
No.
Well, the blue rock that is sandwiched between the two whites is in a better position for Grinnell. The lineup of those rocks is better. Oh,
Okay.
now it's different again.
Bumped right in the open.
She was afraid that little angle race just might pick her own blue one right out of there.
That's right.
For a moment, it looked like it was going to. You're
Yeah,
right.
even if I split, that's good too, eh?
Yep. Board?
No.
Oh, I seen hack. Gotta save the shooter, right?
Can't hit the guard.
Yeah, I think we can with board.
I can only see that much. I just don't want to hit ours out.
Straight draw. Split it off. Hack?
Hack's good. I like hack because I'm going to move him around a bit.
Okay.
Okay, George.
Experience there showing the fact that they made sure they established the weight, Linda, before
Whoa, guys.
Georgie threw this.
Close.
Drop. Hurry! Whoa.
It's gliding quite a bit.
Right over, Julie.
Yeah, right over.
Yep.
Right over. Right over.
Right over.
Okay.
Shot.
If she threw back 12 foot, you really needed hack weight.
She's thrown two.
One good thing is the blue rock jiggled out into the open. That's good for the law team.
No.
It's firmer than.
Susan with the hit.
No.
Firm.
No.
No.
Lots of rotation.
Throw.
Yeah.
We'll all be back in Regina next December for the Canadian Olympic curling trials. These are the teams that have qualified, including Canadian champions Colleen Jones and Kelly Law. Sheri Anderson as a winner of the tour. There are Bonspiel winners in there and tour winners as well. Sherry Madaw was the last to qualify. Two teams still to be named. This year's Scott's winner, Scott Turn Out of Hearts winner, and the winner of a last chance Bonspiel will round out the field of 10.
What do you like, Sue?
Can we draw?
Well, that'll be a fabulous week, obviously remembering back to Brandon how tremendous the curling was by men and women, and
draw.
the best teams in our country get together to see who will represent us at the Olympics in Salt Lake City, Ogden. That's where they're holding the curling.
Throw a guard on the 4-foot line. They're gonna bump.
You want to call it time?
Yeah. Sure.
Dad?
Timeout.
And so there will be the Scott winner that goes as the 9th team, and then in the last chance Bonspiel. These are the teams that are invited so far, including Canadian champion Kathy Bush. Jan Betger will be there. Skipped, of course, by Shannon Clybrink. Cheryl Bernard out of Alberta, Ann Merklinger, Ontario, Renelle Bryden on the ice here. Connie Laliberty has been invited out of Manitoba, and Janet Brown from Ontario.
Called the 1-minute timeout here.
And the gentleman they're talking to is Renelle's father, Gary. Gary Bryden, a winner of the Canadian Seniors in 1998.
So there's no double. Mind you, then they're hitting that and they could flop in, right? So yeah.
Do you see anything else?
I just want to ask you, is there an intern draw through the hole?
No.
Not there.
There isn't. No.
Okay, you gotta throw it. So just gotta make them and hope that good things happen for you.
Maybe we should
the
guard.
You can at least have something to come around. If you know how to guard it, that's a long ways over to the side to guard it.
Well, no, we do the intern
I think.
to guard it.
Intern to guard it.
Or the dry end.
Yeah, I think that's
I'll try and make them.
Yeah, well,
Which one do you
that's what
like?
I was kind of looking at,
I
kind
don't know
of
what the,
half.
I don't know the difference in the odds. You know, I think they're both.
Time's gone.
Thank you.
What are we doing?
I don't know. Okay.
I think of the two choices they were down to, trying to guard shot rock at the edge of the four, draw in. The guard is very tough. They would have to play it from the inside out, and they'd be crossing the other guard out front. I think that would be a tough way to get a rock in play.
We got tons of room. No, leave it short. Leave it short.
Go for the guard.
Yeah, we got a curl yet to guard it.
12 foot.
Whoa.
8 foot.
Whoa. Whoa.
Just fighting 8.
Jeez, perfect.
That went a lot straighter than they thought. And I thought.
Yeah. I can make the double and the roll this way.
But you're still 12 foot. You're only 8 foot.
Yeah, the double.
Want to do this?
Yeah. I think that's better.
We can get the double though.
What if we hit and stick there? What, that gets the double, right?
Either or.
Well, let's try
Yeah,
for
but
the double, and
it's
if we
only
get the roll, that's fine.
I like this hit and stick.
Yeah.
Hit and stick.
Hit and stick. Make sure we get the double, I think.
Play for the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Normal.
Yep.
Okay.
Julie Skinner.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa.
Close. Right off.
Right
Right
off.
off. Curl.
Wrong side of that?
No, they just run it by.
Huh. Shoot.
Just missed it.
Yeah, I tapped the guard.
It's okay.
Good job.
Do you think mine's gonna move harder than yours?
Yep.
Okay, send me what you had.
Yeah, we can get it in.
Now, these are the men's teams that have qualified for the Olympic trials next December here in Regina, including Canadian champions in Stoughton and Martin and Macaulay, Madaw, Gretzinger, Burtnick, and John Morris have all qualified through Bonspiels. 3 more teams to be determined. One of them this weekend in Saskatoon at a qualifying Bonspiel there. And then the Tour winner, as well as the Labatt Brier winner.
Line's good.
Yep. Hard.
Easy. Line's good. Room.
Where?
Line's pretty good. Line's good. Yep.
Hard.
Yep. Hurry.
Diving towards that center guard by. Now can they sneak it by the top edge of the 8? They do.
Didn't want to take it back so far, though. Now the double's there.
Well, they swept it because that one did pick up the curl, and they were trying to get it by, but just went too far.
Yeah, we had to go to get far.
Almost better in that case to chip the front one, Linda. I know it's a hard decision to make, and those are things that, you know, hindsight's wonderful, and you can see it after. But this is the worst possible spot for it to be. The double's automatic. Well, nothing's automatic. We just saw that with Vic's call.
Okay. You know?
Very good. I didn't see that coming.
For the double.
You guys like just sitting on that?
No. Just play the out turn double.
There.
The out turn double. Just hit it in going away.
Normal then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Just gotta hit it thin going away. Just to hit it thin coming in. Hey guys.
This will be the first for Kelly Law here in the 8th, playing for the $2,100 skin.
This is the harder of the 2 ways to make the double, Linda.
called right off. Got one, got two.
Right over now. Nice shot, Kelly.
Sweeping. Sweeping.
Off. Pain. Yeah, don't listen to me. Nice shot, Kelly. Just keep cleaving.
Well, they got the movement. I think it did catch something too. I thought it kind of jumped across a little bit.
Was it the turn that made it more difficult, you thought?
Well, just a little, sometimes when you're coming in, but they weren't sure of the ice with the in-turn. I don't blame them for playing the turn they played. I just meant that sometimes when you're coming into it like that, you're coming into the whole rock.
She's got to sink this one. Grinnell Bryden, or she'll give up the
Line's tight.
Line's good.
the skin.
Line's tight.
Yep.
Line's okay.
Line's good. Got room.
Room's good. Room.
Room. Close.
Where are we?
It's got to be shot stone.
Close.
It's a good line if it's got the weight.
Cut. Keep cutting. Keep cutting. Keep cutting.
Take it a bit.
Yep.
And takes it to the back 8 for shot stone. That's enough for the steal. If it stays there.
Take it a little.
She got it almost fully covered, didn't it? I think almost behind the guard.
That's a very nice shot because this is a tricky spot where if you add a little bit of weight, it goes a lot straighter. So if they want to move this a few feet to score the skin, they'll have to really watch the line.
Good talk. Thanks.
Big shot here for the world champion. Out turn tap back.
Right out of her hand, you could hear Julie Skinner calling on Diane Nelson and Georgina Wheatcroft. Going to be a fight to get it by the top one. Big brush, big scrub. They got it by, get it by the next one. They do, and there's the shot. And there's the skin and $2,100.
They got a little casual, didn't you think, at the end there, Lou?
Yes. Great sweeping made that shot.
Yeah. No, I thought she was on the other one. It was gone.
Kelly Law
Yeah, it was gone.
takes
It's like,
command.
okay, bye. We'll chip that one in for one.
One more skin, and she'll qualify for the final.
Lovely.
The key shot of that 8th end is brought to you by Husky.
Well, it is Kelly's last rock, but she was definitely inside. She took out all that discussion I had about how straight it would go if you got a little bit outside or a little bit heavy. And Ray, you said it, the sweepers let up. They barely got it by the second rock, let alone the first one.
They got a little casual. They get it by the first one, they think it's all over, but no, it keeps moving, and they almost rub the back one. You know.
Well, that was enough for the skin of $2,100, and so now Law at $8,600. And one more skin would put her over the top. Grinnell Bryden has the hammer here in the 9th as we play for $2,500.
Yeah.
Georgina Wheatcroft.
Hurry!
Right up.
Hurry!
Okay, George.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a little light.
Back 8.
Just there.
Let's get to the nose of this. Tap, tap. We'll tap to the back 8. Actually, so you need back line.
This is one of those situations for Kelly Law where she can go all out and try and steal the point here. She's got a couple of chances. She needs to just win the one skin and be all over.
Pack.
Grinnell Bryden must win them both.
Come on, honey.
I think it's a good call by Grinnell to try and move things around. She, as you say, she can't risk not at least getting a carryover.
Come on. More.
Okay.
Now what do you do? Which one you guard for, George? That one right in the middle.
The middle one.
Yeah.
This email brought to you by Gyah, and it comes to us from Nashville, Tennessee, and Hannah Crowell. And curling fans are everywhere. She says, I'm on assignment in Nashville and keep running to the net to keep up on the action. You'd think that curling could catch on in Tennessee. Well, there's the hockey, of course, Nashville Predators, and maybe someday curling in Nashville.
Line's good.
Still
Get to
got
the Grand Ole
tons.
Opera.
Well, where is it?
Put a slider on those cowboy boots and we
Top
go.
12, top 12.
Get Alan Jackson to write a song for us.
Sure.
And away we go.
Sit.
Hey, George. Good
Okay.
shot.
Sorry.
What'd you get on that?
Kind of like tapping this back 8 and rolling our shooter in between the two.
Okay.
Same way, well, a little bit less weight than you just had. You threw your last one fine.
Sandra Jenkins.
Clean. Yep.
Reach down.
Yep.
Hurry.
Yeah, hard to get by the guard.
Picking.
Got caught something. A
Whoa,
very
whoa,
untimely
whoa.
piece of hair or whatever it was.
That looked like a pick.
Yep, yep.
With the law team
this one,
sitting
yep.
3.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We need to shake.
I was way out there.
I know that's not enough. Can I have a bit more ice?
Well, I'm giving George here, and we're just getting there.
Okay.
I was way wide, Julie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
How's the weight?
Let it go.
Very hard.
Well, they thought it was light out of her hand. You
Hard
could
for
see they jumped it
everything.
right away.
Can you get it over?
Hurry. I don't think it was that light. Oh my God, it's going sideways.
Guys, just over.
Whoa.
All right.
Sorry, Kelly.
Okay.
I don't think I was that light.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, but I was in the toward the middle earlier, and it just died.
Yep. Skill.
We'll find out shortly, of course, who Sheri Anderson will play in the final of this year's JVC TSN Women's Skins game. And we'll be right back here at the Tartan, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 Pacific, Sunday afternoon.
Whoa. Nice
Sheri
shot.
Anderson winning $11,000 in
Shannon.
her semifinal against Shannon Brink.
Yeah. Give me lots more ice, please. It's not, that's
I heard Julie say I didn't think I was that light, but then you also heard the front end say, oh yeah, oh yeah.
They swept
And
it, they know.
They knew, and they got on it, as Vic mentioned, right out of her hand. They jumped all over it.
Clean.
Halfway tight.
Okay,
Something's
clean.
happening back there.
Line's good.
Half tight.
Not tight.
Tight. Just clean.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Yep.
It's okay. Whoa.
Hey, Julie, good shot.
I got something going on back here. Can you help me out?
Sheri Anderson winning $11,000. As you can see, it's interesting, the percentages of the team from Saskatoon or Delisle, really. Anderson and Hodson at 53 and 61%. You wouldn't think that that would be enough to get you the win, but it's the timeliness of it. And of course, the $5,700 steal in the 7 was the
Okay.
turning point and really put her over the top.
Big fat guard would be good.
Renell's really getting herself into trouble here, and, and she's trying to get she's trying to get it open. There's no question. She's she's making an attempt to
14 and a half to the house, I think.
get stuff off, but
Pretty quick.
Yeah, really, that one that caught the hair earlier, that was when things were pretty simple and would have opened it up. But now there's rocks everywhere out front, and another one coming.
Just halfway is good, George.
Okay. Look out.
Line's great.
Kelly Law.
Weight's good.
We're halfway. Come on, no, good can hurt this one.
Got a curl.
Yep. Little bit.
Yep, come on.
Whoa.
Whoa,
Let's
easy,
get over
easy,
curl a
easy,
bit.
easy.
Whoa. Whoa, it's over
Whoa.
curling. Just
Whoa.
clean. Just clean. Just clean. Okay, nice shot, Kelly.
Nice shot.
One more.
Law line 2 buried, top 8. In great position to steal and
Not bad, no.
steal her way right into the final against Sheri Anderson.
That could be.
Okay, we have a lot of options here. We can get it really thin and go under our blue on the front, but we're playing for, I think it's about half. That
Bump, bump.
Raise
Blue under
lights,
blue. It's a good call by Bryden, trying once again to try and get something open, Linda.
Yeah, there are options, as you heard her say. There's a chance that it could be thin across the top to the other blue one.
Big spinner, like she threw it quite nice.
She threw the back though.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Just thinking through the ice, how much it'll curl.
I'm just worried it's gonna run straight on us. My other one didn't hear though, did it? Okay.
She's going to throw it hard.
No, no.
Outside.
Oh, boy. On that back.
And gets nothing.
Just tried to throw it too hard and sat it out there.
She's got all the house to draw to over here.
Yeah, it's only
Trying to throw it too hard, and she just gives it a real push here and pushes it outside. She knew right out of her hand that it was gone.
Yeah.
How did we get
Oh,
one?
we can't. I'm saying we can't play that way. It's gonna be
Oh,
too
you got,
hard.
you got.
Yeah? No, we just trying to figure out how to get there. That's the hardest part.
Carry on, girls.
Side do we want?
Crash off that guard.
Yeah, we can't hit the middle guard. Maybe I should come the other way. Because we were throwing there before.
Probably could. We take it out there. I think that's good.
Because if you can corner on the inside of that.
Yeah, I'd like it up here.
Right?
Yep.
Is that too much? Enough? Is that good?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Taking ice off the sheet. Yeah, so I'd like this one high, you know? High is good. Yep.
Boy, if she can put it there, there won't be much left for Grinnell, will there?
Well, there'll be a draw to the 8 foot, but we've seen how difficult even some of those what seem to be simple shots are today. Just the amount of curl in the ice.
Line's great.
But she's got the 8 foot on the other side. I think that you're right, Lynn.
Yeah,
I think
for
the other
sure.
side's wide open. I was kind of surprised that maybe didn't try and block that side.
Just over, guys.
Well, actually, the talk by Kelly and Julie was that they think there's a double raise, double takeout or something, but that's a pretty tough shot.
Yeah.
It would be for a skin because it would be for
Nice
2.
shot, Kelly.
But they left the easier of the options for Grinnell.
Well, there you go. She's going right over there now to play that
I'm
shot.
sure there is. I think they're right that there is a double blue, blue,
Nice shot.
white,
That was the right ice.
double for 2, but
Perfect.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
Just perfect.
that's a long shot. Where this is I know that reading the ice is difficult here, but there's lots of room to get to the 8 foot.
Yes.
She just needs the 8 foot right there.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta redeem myself.
So what kind of ice, what will we expect the ice to do out
No,
here?
I think I can throw it through.
I think it's out far enough that it'll hold for a while down the, your way out in the middle of the 12 foot,
Won't be too heavy.
and then break at the end.
On that button thing, yeah.
Trying to get in there for a single and force the carryover. She has to have the carryover and then play for the game in 10. If she doesn't, Kelly Law and her team will be through to the final.
Hard.
Well, she didn't get out to the broom at all, though, Linda.
Hard. You're holding it hard.
I'm on the guard.
Hard. Hard, guys, hard. Hard.
No, it's
Rub off our blue. Yep, hard. Jeez.
She had the weight, she just never got to the broom.
She doesn't get there, and so the skin of $2,500 and the game and a spot in Sunday's final goes to the reigning Canadian and world champion, Kelly Law.
Shorty told us it was going to curl 4 to 8. Sure it is.
Dare I say it, Bryden fought the Law. And the Law won. Kelly Law is into the final. The steal puts her over the top at 11,100. And so she will play Sheri Anderson. And you made the point right during the commercial break, just like the men's skins game, will have the defending skins champion against the world champion.
So fast, eh?
So far, Kelly Law has answered the call to Greg McCauley, the challenge that he set to her, and I'm sure he's at home cheering for her. It was a case of maybe a little too light on the draw too by Renelle Bryden, but she never did get out to the broom, and she knew it the minute she let it go. And sometimes it's hard to force yourself way out there, but you know, it's one of the things that when you should remember that when you practice, you have to play those shots, a lot of those shots, because they don't come up all the time, and especially when you're playing formats like this. But you know, I think she was a little light as well, but it would have been a lot closer had she got out to the stick.
Good rush, Shad.
Still playing for the $3,000, and shot stone belongs to Kelly Law. It's sitting on the edge of the button. Nice shot right in front of it, though, belongs to Renelle Bryden's team.
Renelle Bryden with the hammer, so she'll look to score two.
Good shot. It's actually a pretty good lineup there. Nice shot. It's good. Did you get the split?
So Kelly Law at this point with 11,100 will play Sheri Anderson, who won 11,000 in her semifinal. Shannon Brink takes home 8,500, and Renelle Bryden has 6,400 to this point. That includes that $1,000 bonus for drawing to the button.
$3,000 at stake, though, and that would become consolation for Renelle Bryden and the team from Calgary.
Yep.
Get this last skin.
Okay, good shot.
And we'll take everything and double it for the final for a total of $39,000 in the game. And the winner will get an additional $11,000.
Freeze to the inside of that one. That's pretty good.
What are you thinking? I'm thinking guard.
Well, yeah, but then they can run that.
They got the one in the middle, though.
They got the one in the middle.
Take that away a bit.
What's that?
If we corner, we take away the straight back in the middle here. I know, but we got this too.
Well, if we play a tight guard, it does the same thing. Just has to be tight.
Corner freeze, we take away both.
Or if we can half hook it around that. Or if we can hook it around it. Yeah.
Okay.
Something
So
like that.
we're playing this, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
That's good. It's not enough ice.
See that funny?
Yep.
Gotta go.
Yep, for line.
We're light.
Yes, for line.
Guard.
Hard for line.
Just a guard.
Okay.
Guard.
Close in. It's curling.
Just a guard.
Where are we getting to?
That's not very good.
Tight, halfway.
Well,
Half. Okay, George.
all right.
Well, you could hear Georgie say that she didn't throw that very well at
Turn
all.
off here and leave our shooter right in front.
Same weight?
She was playing it
Yeah.
right in.
This one will curl.
It definitely is a case where this ice shows you immediately if you're a little bit inside. It starts to curl and slows down very quickly.
No.
Get close.
Off.
Get close.
Close.
Whoa, Susan.
Yep. Yep. Hurry.
Yep.
Hurry.
Hurry.
Hurry. Quick.
Hurry.
Quick.
Sandra Jenkins.
Shot.
Lots to move up for Bryden, but shot stone is the white stone belonging to Kelly
Want to try
Law.
nose in this one?
Yeah. Even if I get it a little on the inside, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Play the double, you might get all three of them.
Yeah, if he knows it, we'll get the double.
Okay.
Okay?
Normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trying to hit it right there.
Oh. Oh.
Off.
Well, right off.
Off. It's hanging.
Oh, it's going out.
It's totally hanging.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Got a little bit lucky that it didn't go more directly onto the shot rock.
Here? Or do you think you have
Straight
to move
draw?
it? Yeah.
We gotta
Yeah,
move
that's
that
not bad.
rock now. Susan, what are we doing? We gotta get rid of that rock now.
Well, those front, not really. Those front ones line up good. If they guard.
I think I'd be tempted to maybe tap that white one. You could even hit off the blue and get.
Should we not try and get shot?
I think so.
Yeah, so they're gonna guard, right?
I definitely.
Yeah, what I really like is the hit and we'll spin up.
Yeah, that's there.
Off our own?
Hit off the blue onto the white, spin up behind the guards.
Gotta get it out.
Okay.
Because if we tap, they're tapping too, and we have no room.
Yeah. All right.
What do you
Whatever
like?
you think.
I think we gotta move it.
Okay. Where are we moving it to? Back button?
Well,
Do you want to try that around the house type thing? Spin up?
I like it too.
let's call it time and go look.
Do we have a time?
$3,000 bucks.
Time?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the reason. It's $3 grand. And while they talk, we'll take a break and return with the final few stones in this 10th hand.
I don't mind the threes. You've got
Just a reminder, Sports Desk, immediately following our coverage of this second semifinal from the Tartan Curling Club in Regina. Decision's been made. Susan O'Connor.
And they've decided just to tap it back, not to play the takeout off their own, but to move shot rock back into the 8-foot.
No.
Yep, hard! Hurry!
Wait only.
Hurry! Hurry, quick! Okay, well.
Whoa!
Nice shot, Sue.
To lie 3, needing 2 for the skin, $3,000.
About time.
You want to leave this for you? Can I hit that?
Well, you can always do this
Yeah, we gotta move
Yeah.
so that you're sitting in front of it.
I can
'cause this
see
one's in
half.
front. Well, yeah, I know.
So I
Sort of
like the
same
tap.
shot,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
This one's in front of this one.
Yep. So what kind of weight?
Sort of the same shot. Back line?
Back line?
Yeah.
Hit the blue one and try and sit right
Okay.
there.
Yep.
Julie Skinner as we play third stone.
Line.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Close.
Whoa.
Yes!
Whoa.
Whoa!
Yes! Hurry!
Now it's Nelson and Wheatcroft trying to hold the line. Boy, that just took off on them, it seems.
That's a little light for what I think they wanted, though.
Just snaps. Sideways at the end. But what do we expect? What are you looking for?
Yep. What's line? What's weight?
Wait only.
Gotta go.
Susan
Yep,
looking
for
for a
line.
guard.
Yep, for weight.
Hard.
Hard.
Quick.
Halfway.
Whoa. Okay.
I don't know.
You'll have it twice.
Yeah.
We gotta hit pretty much what we can see, but we're just playing this weight, right?
Yeah.
So we would take that to get to center.
So I'm thinking about
Yep.
there.
It's perfect.
What do you think? Good?
Yeah, I think that's good.
All right. Tap it up.
No, squeeze in off it.
Hit what you can see of that one there.
Oh, well, this is good.
Drive it into that situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, guys.
She's going to come by to the back one, I guess, Linda, as opposed to playing the raise.
and get the flip in?
Well, I don't know. I guess she's playing the tap back quietly, then I guess the raise quietly with that ice.
Yeah, I think it is just sort of the draw weight, T-line weight raise.
I thought you might, because of the 3 stones there, I thought you might play it with a little bit more weight. You can see almost the whole stone.
Kelly Law.
Yes, for line.
She's into the final against Sheri Anderson.
I think it picked.
Looking to pick up the final skin of $3,000.
Whoa.
Now that went right out of her hand. Now they're looking to see if they can roll something into a better position.
Okay.
And no.
Yeah, I think it picked out of your hand.
Just let it go.
It's gonzo.
I don't really have much.
Still there. Same shot.
Think so?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she can't get
here.
I don't know. This is the only way she can get shot.
Can we call time again? Can you call time again?
Time. Gary. I think she can't get shot.
Time is being called, and we'll take another break.
We have another one, don't we?
Yeah, we have to.
What are they doing?
Whoa.
Needs to move.
No, not tight.
Grinnell Bryden's first stone is on its way.
No.
And they're trying to protect
Just
against
the
Kelly
same as
playing the
that.
same raise.
That's good.
Moving up a white stone. There you see in front of the house. That was the only way Kelly could get a rock into the button area.
You only have to get second shot, Elaine said.
Yeah.
So what if we squeeze it off here to here?
Can we? Either that or we nail that puppy. If we nail that right on the...
Get to the inside and sit right
Okay, well, let's call timeout. Timeout.
Sports Desk coming right up. Always busy. Saturday night, the NHL. Another big game. Montreal and Ottawa back in Montreal after the Senators won 1-0 last night in Ottawa.
Basically, we got a freeze tap, or else she can just come in and tap me for to get us move us off the ring.
No, if
You just have to move it.
here,
Yeah, that's
right
true. The way it
there.
curls. That's not bad, Kelly. Or I like that.
Well, that's
How much
tough.
can you see of this?
Well, it looks doable. It looks pretty easy with, like, I mean, with tap weight, it curls like crazy.
Yeah, it does.
We could get
curl
to
like
the
crazy.
other one.
What do you like, Elaine? We could nail that right on the beak.
We're looking at blue onto white.
It's only for $3,000. No pressure.
Whichever you like, Cal. Either one. Well, we're just thinking you can get second shot, and then they've got to make a shot. But
I kind of like this. I think it's easy.
Okay.
I think, especially because it's right on this damn line.
Well, it's easy if we knows it.
It's right on the damn line, right?
I know. But then you have to stick too. You can't just hit one out. You have.
She'll stick. It's totally lined up.
Well, this is my last shot.
Yeah. No, and you have to stick. I said. Otherwise, if you
No, I
roll
know.
out.
How does that look, Kelly? That looks hard.
What do you like?
This looks hard.
Yeah.
I don't know. It curls so much.
She wants to go for it. I like it.
Okay. Let's do it then.
Do we want it right on the beak?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The two choices, Ray. The double raise looks pretty tough to me.
Yeah, do you think you can get second shot, though, by freezing to the face of the one on the other side, Linda?
Well, I do, based on the shot that Kelly made earlier in the 8th end, where she had a rock that looked dead buried and she got to the nose.
The thing is, the question here is, can you get second shot by going right in there? You know?
Okay. Hey, George.
But,
Okay.
she's going to play the angle raise. She's going to try and hit this stone here, back onto this one here with good weight and drive it into this situation here. Maybe you get second shot. She could actually get shot rock if she comes off that one the right way. She could move all 3 of them.
Well, she's got to be there. This is her final stone, and she's facing 3 right now. The $3,000
Yep.
belongs to Grinnell Bryden. Trying to hold the line. Diane Nelson, Georgina Wheatcroft. Now they back off. They got it? No.
Okay.
And so the final skin will go to Grinnell Bryden. She'll pick up the $3,000.
Thank you. Thank you.
But it is Kelly Law who advances
Thanks. Good game.
to the final,
Did you get off that? We had
winning
it.
$11,100.
Thanks very much. Nice game. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Hello? Yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, okay, bye, Mom.
Crushing Power MXG.
The 2000 JVC TSN Women's Skins Game from Regina, Saskatchewan is brought to you by JVC. Excite your senses. Your Husky and Mohawk ethanol, gasoline, and fuel retailer. Gyah. It's about time everyone had a well-made car. Microsoft eSolutions. Where you get your ideas is your business. Helping you make them work is ours. And Robin's Donuts, still rockin' after all these years.
So here's our final for this JVC TSN Women's Skins Game in Regina. Sheri Anderson, defending champion. She won $11,000 going against the reigning Canadian and world champion, Kelly Law. She won $11,100, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. Kelly Law is through to the final. Just a reminder, Sports Desk is coming right up. Till we talk with you again on Sunday afternoon, you're watching TSN, Canada's most watched sports network.